The two best records finally meet in the Cape in 2024. As the best in the East, the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox have their first visit from the Wareham Gatemen. Kyle Marchak, alongside the assistant president, Joseph Wisniewski, as the Gatemen, the best in the West against the best in the East in the YD Red Sox. The Gatemen pay their first visit to Red Wilson Field, and it's a big one. It's the best pitching staff in the league in the YD Red Sox. Meanwhile, the best batting average in the league in the Gatemen offense. And yesterday, 11 hits in their win to right the ship, and one of them was pretty big. Murph Gray finally got one over the fence.
Yeah, you know, Kyle, I think it was just a matter of time until Murph Gray put one over the fence here in the Cape. He's a guy who's kind of hitting the three-hole for the Gatemen all summer, and he's just found barrel after barrel. So certainly was in a big spot and a good time to do it.
Awesome. Well, we'll continue the trend of new guests on the show. Madison Walker's on standby with Amanda Foster to talk more about this offense that leads the league in extra base hits.
Thanks, guys. I'm Madison Walker. I'm here with our beat writer, Amanda Foster. Amanda, big game today. We just came off of a win from Murph Gray's home run after it was tied for like the whole game. Talk to me about that. How do you think Murph kind of, settled in there? Do you think he'll do it again today?
Oh, I mean, it was an incredible game. He's one of now 11 active players on the team to have a home run. We have 18 overall, so that speaks to the way that this offense can all feed off of each other and anybody can contribute in any given game. It was Murph's game to do it. He's been such a consistent guy, and I think that's really going to carry over into today. It's going to have to against YD. They've got one of the best pitching staffs in the league. But again, it's anybody's day because of how good this team's offense is.
So you wrote a game preview for us, for all of the audience to read. Who did you put as your players to watch for us in YD?
For us, I put Bobby Bozer. He, I feel like, is one of those guys. He's so consistent, and he stands out a little bit more than a guy like Murph. He's got a little bit more pop to his bat. He shows out in the field a lot, but I think that this could be, he's been here before. He knows his field from last year, so he could find some success. I'm going to be honest, I do not remember off the top of my head who I put for YD because I wrote it this morning, and it has been a little while. But if I had to say now, I think just their pitching overall, because they have one of the best pitching staffs on the Cape. They have the most strikeouts. They don't give up a lot of runs. So in general, that's what I'm going to say for YD.
So you're leaving us pretty soon here to go right for the Colts. So this will be your last game recap for us. Yes. Are you going to go out with a bang? Can we get maybe an idea? Are you going to put something good pictures? I need something.
Well, it kind of depends on the game,
right?
As a game recap does. I'm hoping it'll go out with a bang. That would be great. But I'm sure I can sneak something. And we're going to have fantastic pictures. We always have fantastic pictures. But I'll try to sneak some fun stuff in there regardless of the score.
Well, I have a fun fact for you. Did you know there's 32,500 bears in the U.S.? Could you put that in your story?
I did know because you just told me a couple of minutes ago.
Off camera.
Off camera. I'll think about it. I will do my very best for you. I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can work with that.
Cool.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Amanda.
Of course.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Madison. All right, well, it should be a fun pitching matchup today, again, against one of the best pitching staffs in the league. So we'll see how the offense looks against Carson Ballard out of Georgia Tech. It's going to be his first start, second appearance for the Red Sox in his first season in the Cape. He had one scoreless inning to his credit. Now, the other side, it's a new arrival, Griffin O'Connor out of Georgetown. You're on the organizational side of things, so all these new arrivals, how do they handle this?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but I think Coach Smythe just preaches, next man up mentality. The pitchers are kind of coming in and coming out quickly, but everyone comes in, just battle, to guard the gate, try and get a win any way we can.
Yeah, guard the gate indeed. So O'Connor is akin to the Cape League. This is his second season in it. He was with Hyannis last year, so he has experience on his side. Speaking of experience, we have a long-tenured lineup. A lot of guys in the top of the order that have been sticking around all year, including Bobby Bozer, who now leads the team with a .339 batting average. But regarding Bozer, Gray, anyone else that should be a hitter to watch tonight?
I think Sam White is he's due, maybe a homer, maybe he seems like he hits the ball hard every single time, line drives all over the field, so I'm waiting for him to make a big splash one of these games.
Awesome. All right, well, from Red Wilson Field, Sam White hasn't hit his first home run since his debut, so if the assistant pres says he's due, then maybe he is due. Audio only today on the road at Red Wilson Field. It's a 5 p.m. first pitch. You guys do not want to miss it. It's two of the best teams in the league on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. From Red Wilson Field, it's the 12-5-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 13-5 Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox. It's the Gatemen's first visit to the helm of YD in 2024. Kyle Marchak alongside Amanda Foster on the Gatemen Baseball Network powered by Cape League TV. The Gatemen lead the West, and it's the Beast from the East hosting the Gatemen tonight for a fun one, a 5 p.m. first pitch. The best pitching staff in the league in the Red Sox, Amanda. And to start things off, it's Carson Ballard against a red-hot offense in the Gatemen.
Well, exactly, Kyle. We're due for what should really be a very exciting game. The Gatemen have the top offense in the league, and a lot of these guys have a whole lot of power in their bats. And we've talked about this before. Pretty much in every game that anybody can contribute at any point, and it's usually somebody different in every game.
11 hits yesterday, and the guy who stepped through was Murph Gray with a go-ahead 3-run shot in an 8-5 W at home last night. So, leading things off for the Gatemen offense, the first baseman today, Sam White out of West Virginia. 3:08 postmark at the dish this year. The lefty's been swinging a hot stick, and here's the first pitch from the righty out of Georgia Tech. Swinging a grounder to the right side in the hole. Here's Gallagher. He gallops and tosses it over to first in time, quickly 1 out away. All right, the offense goes as follows for the Gatemen. Sam White led things off, 1 pitch and an out. Bobby Bozer follows out of the portal, a shortstop. Batting third, Murph Gray, third baseman. And the cleanup is Jace Reinhardt with a .400 on-base percentage so far this year. He's in center field out of West Virginia. We'll get to the rest of the lineup after this. Bobby Bozer, the righty, digs in. 3 knocks yesterday, and he shows bunt, pulls away. And the first pitch is upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Reese Chapman making his debut for the Gatemen. He'll bat 5th. The right fielder out of Tennessee, Johan Desero, the second baseman, batting 6th. Ballard's ready. Long wait for the sign and the 1-0 deal on the way to Bozer. Swinging a line drive hooked way foul. He got all of that, but it's strike 1. After that, Colby Turner batting 7th out of Michigan. He's in left field today. The DH out of Louisville, Nate Early, is batting 8th. And Gio Cueto, the Stetson catcher, tops off the Gatemen offense today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away, just getting started at Red Wilson Field. And a swing and a miss through the heater. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3 knocks for Bozer yesterday, Amanda. He has been quite the addition to return to this roster this year.
Yeah, everyday contributor without a doubt for the Gatemen.
And the next pitch is a called strike 3. Framing a fastball on the outside edge. And down on strikes is Bozer, 2 down. Now it's Murph Gray's turn. Amanda, this is a guy we want to see at the dish today.
Oh, 100%. 3-run shot in the bottom of the 8th inning last night. Locked up that game for Wareham. He was due. He's been so consistent for the Gatemen, but in an under-the-radar kind of way. And last night was certainly not under the radar, and it was exactly what the Gatemen needed.
Yeah, not your average home run either. 103 miles an hour off the bat. It went 422 feet. First pitch to the righty out of Fresno State, and a fastball brushes him off the dish for ball 1. 281 average and 12 runs batted in. Those 12 ribbies good for second on the team behind Brendan Summerhill. And the 1-0 deal is upstairs. Red Sox defense goes as follow. R.J. Austin in left, Drew Burris in center, Ethan Petrie in right in the outfield. Here's the 2-0 deal. Swinging a grounder to the left side. It skips into the mitt of the third baseman, Kim, and he makes the play. We'll get to the rest of that defense in the second inning, but for now, no defense needed. It was an easy 1-2-3 inning for the starter, Carson Ballard. So the Gatemen offense is done, and the Red Sox in a scoreless ball game will step up at Red Wilson Field on the Gatemen Baseball Network powered by Cape League TV. Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at SecureOne.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based A.D. Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, A.D. Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Whether you're rounding the bases to buy your first home or looking to upgrade your ride, PCT Federal Credit Union has got your back. Swing by their tent before you leave or visit their website to learn more about how they can help you step up to the plate and score big on your financial goals.
The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU Structural Soil and Rooflight Certified Green Roof Media. Reed Custom Soil is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit www.reedcustomsoils.com.
Gatemen down in order in the top half of the first in their first visit to Yarmouth-Dennis in 2024. So, scoreless ball game, Red Sox due up, and Griffin O'Connor will get his first nod for the Gatemen this year. He's been in the Cape before, but this is his debut in that navy blue and red. Amanda, you've seen a lot of kids in your time get really late notice starts, and O'Connor has exactly that on 24 hours notice.
Yeah, I can't comprehend that personally, coming in and pitching in the Cape League especially. And you mentioned he was up in the Cape briefly last summer. I believe he pitched 1 inning with Hyannis, and that's it. So he has a little bit of experience, but really, this is brand new for him. Add that to the Gatemen coming in and not having a lot of time to warm up here at Red Wilson Field before they started the game. It's going to be interesting to see kind of how he approaches these first few batters, I think.
All right, O'Connor making his debut for the Gatemen out of Assumption, transfers to Georgetown after this summer. 48 1/3 under his belt as a junior with a 3.72 ERA. So the tall righty takes the bump for the first time as a Gateman, and he'll face Drew Burris to lead things off. And a first pitch fastball is upstairs. Offense for the Red Sox. Drew Burris leads things off. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket in center field today. R.J. Austin on deck. He bats second out of left field. The shortstop from Arkansas, Eibe Aloy, is next. And the next pitch is popped up vertically. Over home plate, Cueto trying to find it. He backs up and makes a reaching grab for out number 1. How about that play for one away?
I was afraid that was going to come over near us a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Were you going to catch it?
Off the bat. Oh, I was so ready to catch it.
Yeah?
Come on.
After that first pitch yesterday at the home game, and then you get to make some plays defensively too.
Talk about late notice on that first pitch.
Yeah.
I found out that morning.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit different.
It was still a strike, I think.
Yeah, a strike on the outside corner.
Okay.
I stand by that.
First pitch is down low to R.J. Austin. Just 2 games under his belt for the Red Sox this year. He's 1 for 3 with a 3-run double. So the right-handed bat out of Vanderbilt with a closed-footed stance ready. And the 1-0 deal is swung on in line into center field. Reaching over, leaping up, and making the catch is Jace Reinhardt, allowed out number 2. All right, let's finish this YD Red Sox offense before this inning concludes. Martinez is on deck now. DH out of UC Irvine. Ethan Petrie, the right fielder, batting 5th. The 6th belongs to Easton Carmichael, first baseman out of South Carolina. Batting 7th, Gavin Gallagher, the second baseman out of UNC. And quickly, here's the first offer to Eibe Aloy, a soft roller to the left side. Charging a forehand grab by the shortstop, Bozer. Throw is high to first base. The tag is in time. Nice play by White to recover the throw. All right, how about we finish this offense at least? LSU batting 8th. It's Brady Neal, the catcher, and Cameron Kim is the third baseman, batting 9th. That's your YD Red Sox offense. It just went down in order. A quick first inning, so we head to the second here at Red Wilson Field on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. For a good piece of glass, call Abby. Located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham, call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs. Mastria Auto Group. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, call Mastria Auto Group for all your Kia, Cadillac, Mazda, VW, Subaru, and Nissan needs. Mastria delivers. www.mastria.com.
Legacy Insurance has been servicing Wareham and the surrounding area since 1980. Call Legacy Insurance for all your insurance needs at 508-295-1315. Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Looking to buy or sell real estate in the South Shore, South Coast, or Cape Cod area? Joanne Stevenson has been selling Massachusetts since 2000. Specializing in residential real estate, she is a part of the #1 Berkshire Hathaway Robert Paul team. Whether you are looking for your first home, vacation home, or relocating, call Joanne Stevenson, your local Wareham agent, for all your real estate needs. A proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Scoreless first inning at Red Wilson Field, so the Gatemen offense digs back in, and it's the cleanup Jace Reinhardt to get things rolling. The starter for the Red Sox, one of the best pitching staffs in the league, if not the best, as they lead the league in strikeouts. It's Carson Ballard, his first start, second appearance. He needed 8 pitches to get through the top of the first. Here's the offer to Reinhardt, and a fastball at the letters for ball 1. Man, we're just trying to relax today, Amanda, and this game's flying by. Knock on wood.
As he knocks on his head.
Yep.
To clarify.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
All right, here's the 1-0 deal to the righty Reinhardt. Off speed in there for strike 1. How about Reinhardt? 2 for 5 yesterday, double and a single.
Another one of those guys who's just sneaky. That's the large part of the Gatemen lineup.
1-1 offering, swung on and scorched to shallow left. It doinks in for a base hit. Reinhardt staying hot. He starts his day with a single. First base runner of the ball game on either side. So with one duck on the pond, here's Reese Chapman making his debut for the Wareham Gatemen, a right fielder out of Tennessee. He had a dang good year for the Orange. 50 games under his belt, a .274 average, 7 home runs too. Not too bad for a left-handed bat, a sophomore for the Volunteers. Small lead for Reinhardt over at first after a leadoff single from him. And an open stance from the lefty in the box. The pitch to Chapman. First pitch is swung on and grounded, just foul the first base bag, 0-1. That time of year, Amanda, just a ton of new arrivals. Chapman, the newest.
It's a test for the team's ability to adapt, and we've talked about the chemistry so much to see if the chemistry can continue with new guys coming in and guys going out.
Well, one is outside. Great chemistry on this team this year. It's like all of us as broadcast partners.
Exactly. No better comparison.
Doesn't feel forced at all.
Not at all.
1 ball and 1 strike.
We all just like to have fun.
Of course.
That's the goal of summer baseball.
Absolutely. Ballard ready. The 1-1 deal is swung on and popped out to left field. It's traveling back and finding space for it, and making the catch is Austin for out number 1. Well, he got all of that, but the wind knocks it down and straightaway left. So there's 1 away. Johan Desero's turn, the second baseman out of Stetson, hitting .290 on the year. Another sneaky hitter. Reinhardt with a modest leadoff of first. He's being held on. And there's a pickoff. It doinks off the umpire. Reinhardt thinks about going to second. Instead, he'll retreat. How often do you see that?
Umpire didn't even flinch.
Nope. Just ate that right in the stomach.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Nope.
Reinhardt likely would have gone for second if it hadn't bounced off the umpire.
And I hate to say it, but he might have been dead in the water if the first baseman picked it. And another pick off the tag, not in time, although it was close.
This is something that happens very consistently when the Gatemen have runners on. The pitchers, there are a lot of pickbacks to first, lots of looks to second and third. Other teams know that they're not afraid to take big leads and run.
Another pick off. The tag is in time to get him. Reinhardt caught leaning this time, and there are 2 aways. The bases are emptied on a pickoff. Bizarre. 3 straight pickoffs, and somehow Reinhardt nabbed on the 3rd one. So now with the bases empty.
Diving back to first again and again and again gets tiring pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'd imagine. 2 away, and the lefty bat, Desero, fouls 1 off. In pain behind home plate is Neal. As he limps away with his right foot. He got doing pretty good there on that foul tip. Yeah, he's walking gingerly on that right foot. Touching the top of his foot, too. Were you a catcher in your day, Amanda?
Absolutely not. That was the one position that I actually never played.
Neither was I. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
I didn't have a great vantage point of where that ball hit him, but it definitely hit him pretty hard.
One of the toughest positions in sports, that's for sure. So, kind of an inauspicious start to this ball game. It was as quick a full inning you could see in the first, and here we are in the top of the second. Jace Reinhardt singled. Then there was a line out from Reese Chapman in his debut. Reinhardt got picked off, and here we are with Brady Neal trying to reconcile the pain on his right foot. Neal out of LSU. Went to IMG Academy. Actually knows our sideline reporter, Madison Walker. Both went to IMG Academy. Small world we live in.
Very small world, especially the sports world, even more so the baseball world. Everybody seems to know everybody or have some connection to some mutual friend that somebody knows somewhere.
Is it like that out in Bloomington?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat.
All
Not quite. I'd say there's a couple more degrees of separation, but
Degrees of separation. I like that. That's a good scale.
Thank you.
At which people know each other. Bloomington's kind of a small, big town feel.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, back
Big
to
school,
baseball.
so.
Yeah. 0-1 deal to Desero, and it's upstairs, so Neal's all right. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away, top 2. I mentioned the outfield earlier. How about the infield? Kim at third, Aloy at short, Gallagher at second as the next pitch is swung on and lined through the middle. There's a 2-out single by Desero. Carmichael at first, and Neal is the catcher. That's your defensive alignment for the Red Sox today. So 2 hits in the inning, but just 1 base runner on after Reinhardt got picked off. And with 2 away, it's Colby Turner's turn, the left fielder out of Michigan, digging in. Righty on righty, and a much more modest lead from Desero over at first. Front door slider for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. He kicks and fires. It's a swing and a miss. Over the off speed again, pitching backwards out the gate to Turner here. Little peek over to first. He sets. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. He kicks and lets it fly. It's taken down low for ball 1. Nate early on deck. As Desero stands on first base. Bright and sunny afternoon at Red Wilson Ballpark. The Gatemen's first visit to the helm in 2024. 1-2 on the way. Curveball is yanked foul just past a statuesque third base coach Mike Mobbs.
He never moves.
Nope.
He's never scared. Or if he is, he doesn't ever show it.
Didn't even think about flinching.
I feel like you would get some talk in the dugout if you flinch, honestly.
That's fair. With this team, yeah. 1-2 coming. Called strike 3. Another backwards K to finish this side. 2 get hits in this inning. 1 of them erased on a pickoff, and the 4th batter sits down on strike. So 1 left on base as we enter the home half of the second. 0-0 score on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Jesse Simmons.
And I'm Brendan Summerhill.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. All right, so Brendan, junior, Arizona. From Chicago, though. Tell me a little about that. You said we talked about you grew up not far from Wrigley Field. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, a mile away from Wrigley. It was special. When the Cubs won in 2016, I really realized how cool it was to be a Cubs fan.
Right.
The entire north side of the city was partying for a week straight. I was in 7th grade. School got canceled the next day. We all got to go to the parade. It was super fun.
It's easy to say that. Did that grow your love for baseball early on, and being able to be a part of that and so close to an MLB team?
Absolutely.
You know, it's hard not to want to get into baseball, right?
It's just, there's something about baseball that there's nothing else like it.
Right. Was there an MLB player that you...
108 years, you don't win a World Series.
Right.
And then they win it, and everyone goes crazy. It was fun. It was super cool.
Was there an MLB player that you emulated your swing? You know, you play outfield. We talked about Ellie De La Cruz. You emulate that. Was there a different player growing up that you wanted to be like?
I always like to watch YouTube videos like Ken Griffey Jr. He's probably my favorite hitter to ever watch. I wouldn't necessarily say I emulated my swing off his, but
4-5-6 due up, bottom 2 as the Red Sox step up to the dish against the best in the West, the Wareham Gatemen, their first visit to the Beast from the East. The team that leads that division at 13-5. But the offense has dwindled. We'll see what they can offer here in the second inning. First pitch from O'Connor is a fastball framed to the inside, but it misses. 1 ball and no strikes. Cleanup hitter today, Anthony Martinez, the DH out of UC Irvine. He's had an interesting year in about 12 games now. The 1-0 curveball swung on and hammered out to mid-distance right. Trailing, reaching, and making a backhand grab is Chapman for out number 1. No easy outs today, but there's one down, and now Ethan Petrie will dig in.
I wouldn't expect anything else from the 2 first-place teams in the league. You kind of hope it's going to be competitive every at-bat.
A little bit of an extra buzz at this picturesque and prototypical Cape League ballpark. First pitch to the righty Petrie, and it brushes him off the dish. Ball 1. Petrie out of South Carolina. And that pitch is swung on and popped up to the right side, trailing over towards the fence. Sam White says he has a beat on it, and he does as he makes the grab for out number 2. Gatemen defense. Turner out in left, Reinhardt in center, Chapman in right. Murph Gray, the third baseman, Bobby Bozer, the shortstop, his double play partner, Johan Desero. Sam White just made the catch over at first, and Giovanni Cueto is the catcher. I had to go with the full name on that.
You have to.
Italiano.
I don't blame you one bit.
All right, O'Connor ready. He's retired 5 straight to start the ball game, and from the full, he deals to Carmichael. It's a called strike. Scoreless ball game, bottom 2 at YD. 0-1 deal. And a curveball is pushed into the dirt. One deal coming. Way upstairs. Carmichael, no easy out, a .286 average. Second on the team with 31 total bases this year. Still 15 behind in total bases with Vahiva Aloy leading. 2-1 just outside. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 away. He kicks and lets it sling. It is a check swing. He did not go around. 5-pitch walk, first base runner for the Red Sox today.
Now batting from the University of North Carolina, second base.
Kind of 2 teams looking at each other in an inverse mirror in this contest. One of the best pitching staffs in the league with a so-so offense, and a so-so pitching staff in the Gatemen with clearly the best offense in the league.
Yeah, I think the name of the game for both teams is just going to be patience, whether it's patience at the plate, patience just waiting for the game to kind of get in a rhythm, wait for things to play out. You can't rush anything. You can't get in your head on either end.
First pitch to Gavin Gallagher. That's ball 1. Now, for a team that's 7th in the league in batting average, a .241 clip for the Red Sox this year, Gallagher has helped that a little bit. .300 average in 7 games so far. So capping off his first week in the Cape. Runner on first. There's a little toss over. Not in time. O'Connor tosses it kind of just with his hands out.
Yeah.
Like, just go over there. His fingers like splayed when he tossed it.
I noticed that.
He's a cool cat, though. I got to meet him yesterday. Local kid, too, going to Assumption out in Worcester. 1-0 deal is cut on and missed. 1-1.
That's always fun when local guys can come up here because you know they grew up at least thinking about this place, if not coming up and watching games themselves.
What's that equivalent for you? Well, you've been around as a kid.
I don't know if there is an equivalent for me, to be honest.
Pickoff is unsuccessful again. Sam White tried to deke the runner by pretending the ball went over his head since he had to leap to catch it. But by none of it was Easton Carmichael. So, smiles, but still a 1-ball, 1 strikeout with 2 away and a runner on here. Bottom 2. And no hits for the Red Sox yet. Infield straight up. And the 1-1 to the righty. Runner goes. It's a swing and a tapper fouled off his foot.
I think it would probably be going to Fenway Park since I grew up watching the Red Sox. But I've been to Fenway Park a lot, so it's not necessarily, not that it's lost any of the allure, but it's, not a brand new thing every time I go there anymore. But I don't really think there is anything else, to be honest, that I can think of.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Amanda Foster finds Fenway Park boring.
Whoa, no, I did not say that. I never said that. I will never say that. You saw me at Fenway Day.
Yeah, you seemed rather uninterested. It was bizarre.
It's completely false.
All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 away. Still a runner on and another toss over to first. O'Connor's got the funkiest pickoff move going here.
And it just barely gets there, too, which is interesting.
Considering he tops out at 93, I find that interesting, too.
I mean, you don't want to throw it away if you turn and throw as hard as you possibly can. That typically doesn't go super well all the time. But
1 ball, 2 strikes. He kicks and offers. It's upstairs. 2-2. Gatemen pitching staff, on the other hand, pretty darn average. 4.65 ERA, good for 6th in the league. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a hard chopper to the left side. Grabbed by the shortstop Bozer. Crossed a diamond and in time. 1 left on base. It was a walk. And now we're going to have some fun. You guys have seen the social media segment as we have a scoreless ball game going into the top of the 3rd. It's Gatemen Grubs coming at you once again, this time from Red Wilson Field. Kyle Marchak with Amanda Foster and Madison Walker. Guys, it's a donut burger.
With cheese?
that looks really good.
We had to add the cheese with the donut?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now,
It's a burger.
the first
Cheese and
issue is
glazed
how do
donut.
we
There's bacon, though.
divvy up this burger?
I think we just got
Just got to take a bite. Yeah.
Amanda,
Oh, no.
it's a special occasion for you.
Okay.
Your last game with the Gatemen. I don't want to say too much.
it's hot.
I'll make you emotional. But celebrate with a first nibble at this burger.
Oh, this is
Thrilling baseball
wild.
action and the opportunity to showcase future Major League stars
Okay.
to baseball fans for
That looks
generations.
interesting.
Thoughts?
The history of the CCBL.
I really like that.
Maddie,
You
your
like
turn.
it?
That's really
Me
good.
next?
Yes.
That's really
Because
good.
let's be honest, guys. I give high ratings for everything. So,
Yeah, it's a little like my hands are really sticky.
Here
now.
I go. Oh,
But
no.
So
do
for
you want me to
those-
hold the, let me hold the mic. For you. Okay.
for those
Okay, guys, here we
listening
go.
on the radio, it is a
it is
glazed donut with bacon, cheese, and a patty mashed in between. It is literally a donut burger, and Maddie's taking a chomp out of this one.
Thoughts?
She doesn't like it.
I took a big bite.
Editors, can
You
we get a
took a really big
cartoon?
bite.
Can we get a cartoon chomp when she eats that thing? All right,
Take a mat here. Take it.
I'll take a nibble, guys. I wonder if I'm gonna like
Yeah.
it.
I think you will.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
No, I love it. I think that's really good.
2 out of 10.
What?
I'm giving that a 9 flat. That is
9?
delicious.
I give it 9.5.
Oh,
I'm gonna take this home with me,
You're coming home with me.
That's a way to
or
celebrate.
I'll eat it right now.
All right, that's edition number 4 of Gatemen Grubs, and a success this time. Gatemen Grubs number 5, pardon me. All right, so for Gatemen Grubs number 6, why do we keep going up?
5 we had a
It's okay.
roach.
You don't need to do math.
Yeah,
It's
anyways,
not what we're
I'm
here
not good
for.
at math, but yeah, good ratings for the donut burger this time from Red Wilson Field. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you guys for staying alongside us on the Gatemen Baseball Network. After a little Gatemen Grubs sesh, we head into the top of the 2nd. It's a scoreless ball game at Red Wilson Field, the Gatemen's first visit to the Red Sox this year. 2 of the best teams in the league, but just 2 hits in this contest, both belonging to the Gatemen. And now it's Nate Early at the dish. First pitch to the left-handed bat out of Louisville is a called strike. That's your first Gatemen Grubs, right?
No, that's my second.
Oh, it's your second. You got a little schmutz on the left side of your face here. No, a little bit over. No, a little bit. Yeah, right. I got you. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And the
Thank
next
you.
pitch is inside.
Thank you for telling all of the radio listeners who definitely didn't need to know that I had
Well, I
something
have
on
to
my
be their
face.
eyes and ears, right?
That is true. That is true. No, I did the monstrosity at Katuitt.
Next pitch is swung on in line, down the right field line. This one could be trouble. It is off the base of the wall. Early rounding first. He loses his shin guard, but he gets a double as he pulls into second. A leadoff knock for the Gatemen here in the top of the third. So after we eat, Early does too. An extra base hit. And the Gatemen have 3 knocks already in a scoreless ball game.
Just chipping away.
That donut burger was good.
I'm a big salty and sweet, like savory combination fan, so that was perfect for me. It was a little sticky.
So you love trail mix?
Without raisins, yes. I'm not a raisin fan.
You know what?
But trail mix, I am a fan of.
Neither was I, and then I had raisins in this trail mix that my host parents made me, and it was actually quite delicious.
Oh, well, I would try that. But store-bought trail mix with raisins, I don't eat the raisins.
Show and bunt pulling away. Early on second after a leadoff double here. And Gio Cueto at the dish. 1 ball and no strikes. Gateman singled twice in the second, only left 1 runner on as Reinhardt got picked off to lead off the inning. Cueto 0 for 10 as a Gateman so far. Shows bunt, pulls away, and a curveball misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
I'd like to note that I just got a text from my parents about the donut burger. And wherever Maddie is, my mom agrees that she thinks it sounds awful. So.
Well, Mrs. Foster, opinions are opinions.
She would not enjoy it at all, I don't think. I think my dad would.
2-0 deal on the way, and that's upstairs. I've heard wonderful things about your parents, though.
You never met them.
I didn't.
You
That's
missed
right.
out.
They were in town, and I missed out.
Yeah, Ethan met them. He came out and said hello.
I should have went out there. I was locked in.
Yeah. Maybe they'll come back.
Get them to come visit. You have 48 hours left in Wareham.
It's only a 3-hour drive.
Oh, that's true. 3-0 deal to Cueto. It is a called strike, a belated one at that. Umpires this afternoon, Jeff Merzel behind home plate, Brian DiDomenico at first, and Al Liberdoni is at third. Your parents seem like wonderful people.
Oh, they absolutely are. I love them very much.
If I had to guess what your father looked like, I'd say he's like 6'2", facial hair.
Not quite.
Buzz cut.
Well, we can go with buzz cut.
And 3-1 is swung on and smacked to shallow left. It doinks in for a base hit. Early's going to head to third. The throw, the tag, not in time. Nice effort by R.J. Austin, but he can't get it in there. And Gio Cueto digs in with his first hit as a Gateman.
Yeah, he had that fielder's choice single a couple nights ago at Harwich that ended up being pretty big in the Gatemen win over there. But technically, first hit, pretty good one.
And it's worth noting, too, that Gio Cueto chopped the beard off a couple days ago.
That is true. He
superstitions are real, folks.
Absolutely.
Sam White back up at the dish to lead things off. At first base today, but really a utility. He's played mostly catcher, but he's DH'd and also has been in left field this year for the Gatemen. He grounded out to second base his first time up. Runner on first and third, and the lefty takes one outside, ball 1.
A couple big utility guys on this team. They can move around different spots in the lineup, different spots in the field. Ryan Smythe likes to have those guys around.
Bozer's been a utility this year. 1-0's on the way. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. It is just foul.
It makes it a lot easier, I would think, in a way to manage your team when you have guys who can play in different positions and who are willing to play in different positions, because it shakes things up a little bit, keeps things fun and loose for people, and it keeps the other teams on their toes as well. You don't know who's going to be where and who's going to be doing what all the time.
1-1 with 2 runners on. Still no outs. It's upstairs for ball 2. Top of the third here. Gatemen have 4 hits to their credit, but no runs to show for it. Nate Early doubled to lead off this inning. He stands on third. A single behind him with Gio Cueto on first. Sam White trying to take an early lead for the Gatemen here. Top 3 at YD. And the pitch to the lefty. Taken low. It's ball 3.
I think it's also worth noting the air right now is very sticky.
Oh, my goodness, is it?
And wet. I feel like I'm in a sauna. We talked about this a little bit, Ethan and I did, in the home game last night because it was very foggy and misty out, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this is impacting the pitcher's grips on the ball both ways. control maybe not top of the line. I talked with Gavin Black last night about the conditions, and he said it was definitely not ideal to play in the mist and to pitch in the mist, so I can imagine it would be something similar today because you just can't get a good grip on anything. My pen's sliding out of my hand, so I don't even want to think about what a baseball would do.
I do feel sweaty. And then we just ate a glazed donut burger.
Well, we had one bite of it.
Well, yeah.
You know.
You said you called dibs on that?
Well, it's sitting in front of me, so
Okay.
but we can split it during the break.
No, I'll let it slide.
You can come back and get another one later in the season. This is my last time here.
That's true. You know what? This actually makes me remark this. Joe, are you the one paying for all these? Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Joe, toss me your Venmo after
Joe
this,
needs
all
to
right,
get
buddy?
reimbursed.
Wow. All right. Well, anyways, 3
Concessions
balls
aren't cheap.
and 1 strike with corners occupied. No outs in the pitch to Sam White. It's swung on and chopped softly to the left side. Flip on to second in time. Throw on to first. It's a double play. But that's just 2 outs, and a run will come home. So a productive pair of outs for the Gatemen as Sam White plates a run. It's 1-0 Gatemen in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting from South Florida University, shortstop number 6, Bobby Bozer.
Cueto chopped down over at second. Early comes in to score, and with 2 away and the base is empty, here's Bobby Bozer. 0 for 1, he struck out looking, and the first pitch is cut on and missed. Well, we got to end your tenure with a win, right?
I would hope so. That's the goal.
0-1's whacked foul. Just an extra air of importance at the ballpark today.
Is there?
I feel like
Maybe for us.
both your end game and then also 2 of the best teams in the league facing each other.
Well, on that you're correct.
0-2 is downstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Gatemen now lead it 1-0. Top of the 3rd. After an RBI ground ball double play from Sam White. Bozer ready, and the 1-2 from Ballard is pulled foul. And Mobbs fields it to perfection. What else do you expect from the hitting coach of the Gatemen?
Nothing less.
Partly cloudy skies, sticky afternoon at that in the high 70s. Feels like 90 here. And the 1-2. Ball 2 upstairs on a sticky and humid afternoon in Yarmouth-Dennis. Or as the locals would call it, Dennis Yarmouth.
I was about to say we're right next to Dennis Yarmouth High School, I believe.
2-2 to Bozer, swung on and chopped to the left side. It skips into the mitt of the third baseman Cammy. Bobbles, throws to first, and beating it out is Bozer. We'll see what they score it as, but nonetheless, Bozer reaches base with 2 away. And they will score it an error.
Now batting.
So Cameron Kim allows a base runner here.
Tristan Gray.
And with 2 away, here's Murph Gray. Oh my God, I'm being handed a piece of
Ice cream sandwich.
Ice cream sandwich.
Ice cream sandwich.
I'm doing play-by-play right. You want a chomp of this?
Sure. Do you want a bite? Or
No, it's okay.
Okay.
2 away. We try and keep it loose around here, guys, but the Gatemen are relaxed too, as they're up 1-0, and that pitch is downstairs to Murph Gray. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away, and a runner on first. Away half of the 3rd here at YD.
It's a good ice cream sandwich.
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
Scale from 1 to 10?
I got to give it a 10, honestly.
1-0 deal. There's another chopper to 3rd from Gray. Waiting for it, picking it up, and throwing to first in time as Kim doesn't mess up this time as he allows a runner on an error. But before that, it was a ground ball double play with 2 runners on from a pair of hits. Sam White plated a run, and the Gatemen lead it 1-0. Home half of the 3rd. Good guys up a run on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches. With timely
1-0 good guys as we head to the bottom of the third. Gatemen's first visit to the beast from the east, the 13-5 YD Red Sox. Griffin O'Connor's held this team to a couple of donut burgers so far as the first pitch is lined out and scorched right to the third baseman Gray for out number 1. So looking to keep that donut burger on the board is O'Connor, who's been in a rhythm. Just one base runner allowed. It was a walk back in the second.
Number 10, Cameron Kim.
I think you're the first person to ever call a 0 on the board a donut burger.
Well, we did just nibble on one.
That is true.
Try and keep things loose around here.
That's what we do.
Is it forced sometimes? Maybe.
I think that one was. I can't lie.
One away, and it runs inside. So that was Brady Neal, who I didn't even get to introduce, who lined out on the very first pitch to the third baseman, Murph Gray. And now it's 1 ball and no strikes to Cameron Kim. Third baseman out of UCLA. Next pitch is just outside from Griffin O'Connor. 200 average from this young man and has no extra base hits on the afternoon. So Kim has had a slow start through 17 contests. 2-0 deal to him. Swinging a hard chopper to the left side. Charging in a forehand grab. Bozer throws across his body in time. Nice play for out number 2.
Now batting from Georgia Tech University.
2 away, back to the top of the order. Drew Burris out of Georgia Tech. Flew out his last time up. So we have an update. The reason I'm making Amanda feel so significant is because this is 1.5 seasons of her tenure, and she is leaving after today. So we want to celebrate her passion and her integrity to this franchise. The first pitch fastball fizzes in there for a strike. And I made a joke the last half inning about what I thought her parents would look like because I missed the opportunity to meet them. Well, guys, we have an update. First, the 0-1 deal to Burris, and a curveball spiked in the dirt, 1-1. I said that I think her father would look like a normal middle-aged man, buzz cut, facial hair. Turns out he's a clean-shaven, handsome young man. So I was a little off. 1-1 is swung on and popped, shallow left, ranging over, in the gap, and making the catch to finish the side is Turner. 1-2-3 inning for O'Connor, who's cruising as the Gatemen lead it 1-0. Top 4 coming up next on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a...
Jace Reinhardt to dig in here in the top of the 4th. To lead things off for the Gatemen, who lead it 1-0 over the team with the best record in the league, the YD Red Sox. Reinhardt 1 for 1. Hit a single in his first at-bat, and the first pitch is upstairs. Carson Ballard in his 4th inning of his first start for the Red Sox this year. About a week ago, he threw 1 scoreless inning, and now he gets the nod today. The righty out of Georgia Tech from the fold, a 1-0 deal to Reinhardt. and a slider front door for strike one. Gatemen scored the run last inning in the third. It was a double and a single from Early and Cueto back-to-back to start the frame, and then on a double play from White, they plated the run. 1-1 out in front, a swing and a miss. Coming up empty on that pitch is Reinhardt, 1-2. So here we are, first batter of the fourth inning.
Not even 45 minutes into the game.
It's been a quick one. 1-2. Swinging a line drive, and it's caught on a leap by the third baseman, Kim. A nice play for out number one.
He jumped, and it was almost like he didn't need to. He caught it right by the letters.
University of Tennessee.
Yeah, I wish I had that problem of jumping too high.
Yeah.
I've never had that issue.
Me neither. I've always been too short. I jump, and I still can't make it.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
You're actually above average height for a woman.
You've told me that. That's one of the first things you told me when we met.
That's an interesting thing to reminisce on.
I remember.
I guess that's a normal introduction to Kyle.
The first afternoon, somehow you asked me how tall I was. And then I said that, and you said that.
Well, the first pitch is outside to Reese Chapman. 1 ball and no strikes with 1 away.
I have to reminisce. I'm in my last half inning on air with the Gatemen.
You are in a reminiscent mood today.
I'm trying not to be. It's going to make me sad.
1-0. It's an off-speed that misses. Hitters count now to Chapman making his debut for the Gatemen. Look at that. Chapman making the start of his Gatemen career, and Amanda Foster ending hers. All right, I'm going to stop there. You're going to cry.
I won't cry.
2-0 is fouled off right into his own dugout. 2-1 count now.
Well, Chapman was actually, during last night's game, sitting up on the deck where I usually sit to watch the game as the beat writer. I was inside because the weather was gross and I didn't want my scorebook to fall apart in the mist, but he was sitting out there.
2-1, runs away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, that mist was crazy yesterday, and here we are on what appears to be a picturesque afternoon at Red Wilson Field, and it is so humid. Everything is sweat covered. My scorebook feels sticky. 3-1 deal on the way to Chapman, swinging a line drive opposite field. It's over the head of the shortstop, Aloy, and into shallow left center. Rounding first with his first knock as a Gateman is Reese Chapman, a 1-out single here in the fourth.
Second baseman, number 13, Johan Desiro.
I felt like it was going to be a quick assimilation for Chapman. Just very comfortable at the plate from the start. And you talked about how successful he was at Tennessee this past year. Not surprised that he's fit right in.
So he doinks a little single in the left center. 5th hit for the Gatemen today as they lead it 1-0. Top 4, 1 away, and a runner on first. And here's Johan Desiro. Foul tip. He's 1 for 1, singling. Back in a 2-hit second inning where the Gatemen did not score a run. Gatemen in the away navies with white lining around red lettering on their left chest and straight across the back. Great pants today for them. 0-1 deal to Desiro is swung on and hammered out to left center field, trailing back at the wall, looking up. It is off the top of the wall. Desiro cashes in with an extra base knock, ranging on to third, and stopping there is Chapman. And another extra base hit for Desiro. He is heated up this time of the year.
Now batting from the University of Michigan, left fielder number 12, Colby Turner.
Again, Desiro, someone, if you don't watch the Gatemen night in and night out, you're probably not going to know a whole lot about him or hear a whole lot about him because he contributes pretty much every game, like we've talked about for so many of these guys, but not in necessarily a huge way. This is a big one for him.
5 extra base hits on the year, 4 doubles, and then 1 home run that should have counted for like 6 home runs.
Just about.
So with 1 away, 2 runners in scoring position, top 4, and Colby Turner's at the dish. Ballard kicks and fires. Fastball in there. 0-1. A ball that just kind of stuck up in the air out towards a rather shallow part of the field in left center. Kind of just a small ballpark here, only 350 to center. No balls, 1 strike, and the deal. Swing and a miss.
When I was here last year, I was calling a game, and Hunter Hines, who plays for Mississippi State, was batting and hit one. I think it was the most, no doubt, hard-hit home run that I've ever called on a broadcast ever. It was ridiculous, and it was straightaway center.
Let's see another one of those, huh? 1 away, 2 strikes on the count, and a fastball runs at the letters and inside. Ball 1. So Desereau's home run, which was 4 days ago, he stroked one 458 feet to right field. That was at Chatham. Or no, Hyannis.
I was about to, yeah, right in the trees.
Yep. 1-2 deal outside. So a line out to start the inning from Jace Reinhardt. Reese Chapman singles. He gets moved over to third on a high lofting triple off the wall, or double off the wall from Johan Desereau. So Desereau on second, Chapman on third, and a 2-2 count with one away, top four. The Gatemen lead it 1-0. Here's the pitch to Colby Turner. Spiked in the dirt, and it squibs away to the backstop. Coming home is Chapman. He scores. It's 2-0 Gatemen.
And the dugout is singing the song that they play on the scoreboard at Spillane whenever the Gatemen score.
All right, you do it for us, Amanda.
That is okay. You were singing it pregame, no?
There we go. All right, I'll stop.
Okay.
Full count, one away. And watching a wild pitch to plate a run is Turner.
Well, that's a sign of just how loose this team is, too. That they can all just sing songs together in the dugout. They make up chants.
Johan Desereau represents an insurance run for the Gatemen, who now lead it 2-0. And here's the long-tenured field manager for the YD Red Sox, Scott Pickler, coming out. He's peering over to the bullpen, and this could very well be Carson Ballard's day. We'll see what the call is, as you have a meeting of the home whites on the mound right now. And it appears a new arm will be coming in. All right, we'll step away for 60 seconds. With a full count, one away, and a batter at the dish, the Gatemen lead it 2-0, and Ballard's day is done. On the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Welcome into our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off in 2024. And our first guest, as we get to know you, is Tony Pluto, a right-handed pitcher out of Arizona. You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Tony. Well, you're from Chicago, so what brought you out west to Arizona?
So my recruiting coordinator at Arizona knew my high school coach really well and knows that whole area very well, so it's just kind of how I got connected with them.
Gotcha. So they reached out to you in high school. You told me you topped out at 95 in high school, so pretty easy to get noticed?
Yeah, that definitely helps, but, you know, going to all the tournaments and all that kind of thing helps.
Okay, well, on top of that, you've developed some accolades in your short career in college baseball so far. You were in the Northwoods last year, and then college ball treated you well in 2024. Your spring was pretty fun. How about that Pac-12 championship? What was that like?
It was amazing, especially being the last Pac-12 championship. It was an awesome feeling to win the last Pac-12 game ever.
Yeah, and then Brennan Summerhill, your Gateman teammate, hit the walk-off. So is it cool to share that moment with your summer teammate as well?
Oh yeah, it's great. Every moment with Summer is something special, so it's great to have a teammate like that.
Speaking of summer, you've been to a lot of different baseball destinations. This is kind of your first one for an extended period of time out east. Where does Wareham rank all time?
It's pretty great. I mean, the Northwoods was definitely its own thing, but I love Wareham. It's a great spot to be.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We made it to home plate, so my final question for you, what's the goal this summer?
Just pitch well, throw strikes, and get guys out.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Kyle.
That's our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. We'll catch you guys next week. Back on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Pitching change, first one at bat in this contest, as the Gatemen take on the best team in the league, the 13-5 YD Red Sox. But Carson Ballard's day is done as they jump on him for 2 runs through 4 frames. So, to his credit, he threw 3 1/3, and he's responsible for a runner on third. Taking on that runner is Nolan Silver, a right-handed pitcher out of Kennesaw State University. Silver, a 4.91 ERA. This will be his 5th contest, 7 1/3 under his belt. Pretty average stuff out of another solid bullpen arm, a strong pitching staff at that, Amanda.
It's something, you know, all of the Gatemen, whenever a pitching change comes in, they all go back and they gather together. Mike Mobbs comes over, talks to the guys on deck. Everybody is very in tune with the scouting reports that are being put together on these guys. Brendan Summerhill's talked about it, about how they're all they're well connected. They really trust them. They pay attention to them, and they feel like it puts them in a good spot. So Colby Turner here, having a long conversation with Mike Mobbs throughout that pitching change. Mobbs certainly imparting some wisdom through some Mobbisms, I'm sure.
Mobbisms.
I'm going to miss the Mobbisms.
a long-standing philosophy of hitting with the Wareham Gatemen. So taking over with a full count and one away, a runner on third. It's the top of the fourth. Infield a touch in as well. 2-0 Gatemen. First pitch is swung on and pulled foul.
Way ahead of that one.
Colby Turner at the dish. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Left fielder out of Michigan with a .370 on-base percentage coming into this contest. And the full count offer. Chopped foul once more. Yanking that one. Three balls, two strikes. Nolan Silver taking over here with one down, top four. He stands tall, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. It's a drop third. They're going to try and secure the out over at first. They do, and Johan Desero will stay over at third. So 2 away.
Batting from the University of Louisville, designated hitter number 15, Nate Early.
3 strikeouts for a pitching staff that leads the league in that category. YD has just burst onto the scene as the best pitching staff in the league pretty much. So with 2 away, here's the lefty Nate Early. First pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. The Sun beaten down on Red Wilson Field here, a 5 p.m. first pitch. And the 0-1 is swung on and golfed out to shallow left center. Ranging over is Austin. He reaches up and nabs it for out number 3. But the Gatemen do plate another run. They leave 1 on base, but on a pair of knocks, they now lead it 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Good Guys 2, Red Sox 0 on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
I couldn't get out, so they stopped the game. Umpires actually had to peel me out of the fence. They had to pull the fence.
And an incredible guest for us today on the pod, in the words of the great Jason Stark, writer, broadcaster, and distinguished former major leaguer, Doug Glanville. Doug, it is terrific to have you on today.
So, any favorite ballparks that you visited while you were in the Cape?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you got to love Spillane Field with like the all dirt infield or whatever you had going there, the darkened dirt. Let me see. Well, I didn't like Bourne because one time I slid for a ball. I was doing that cool move where the ball's up against the fence and you slide around it and then pop up and throw. And then I slid and went through the fence. So my leg got caught in the fence and I couldn't do it. I had to roll the ball to the right fielder and I couldn't get out. So they stopped the game. Umpires actually had to peel me out of the fence and to pull the fence.
Oh my God.
So that wasn't a good memory. So Bourne, the fog always rolled in there.
Bottom 4 we go as the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox are down 2-0. The Wareham Gatemen leading it with 6 hits to their ledger. They scored 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th, and Griffin O'Connor's been cruising on the bump so far, Amanda.
It's a really impressive outing from O'Connor in his first appearance for the game. When we talked about how he had 24 hours notice, he does not look nervous at all up there. He struggled a little bit with some pitch control there in the 2nd inning, but other than that, I mean, he's inducing fly balls, he's inducing ground balls that are being fielded by the Gatemen defense, and things are really working behind him, which is giving him the confidence to keep going out there, and it's going quite well for him so far.
1 base runner allowed. It was a walk to Easton Carmichael back in the 2nd. First batter of the 3rd, it's the 2-hole hitter, R.J. Austin. 0 for 1 with a line out, and the first pitch is above the zone. Ball 1. One-0 deal from the Foley, kicks and slings it right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike. Quick ball game today, as we're already in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 pitch spins down low. O'Connor's had a journey in baseball in and of itself, going to Assumption University, and then an early commitment to Georgetown, but had to finish this past spring at Assumption. Next pitch, a check swing. He didn't go around on it. It's ball 3. And so he'll be playing ball down in D.C. Started his career with COVID, then a medical red shirt. 3-1, he goes way out in front and misses. It's 3-2. So a couple years left for O'Connor to work with. Full count, first batter, bottom 4. Kick and the pitch. Swinging a line drive, shallow left field. It doinks in for a base knock. Leadoff hit for Austin. And somewhere out there, Alex Gibeon, our photographer, is cringing. He came up to us right before this and said, hey, he's got a no-hitter through 3 innings. Way to jinx it, Alex.
Cardinal rule, you don't say that.
Way to jinx it.
He's, oops, I just hit the mic. He's in the dugout, or he was over by the dugout. He's coming out now.
Yeah,
Should I stare at him?
He better hide. Well, anyways, a leadoff hit, no outs, and a runner on first. Now it's Vahiva Aloy. First pitch to him. At the knees, painted like Picasso for strike 1. Vahiva's done everything at the plate. 309 average, leads the team, a 360 on base, a 691 slugging, and a 1.051 OPS. This kid hits. Runner on first in the 0-1 deal. Swing and a miss. Goes fishing on the changeup. It's 0-2.
I know Ethan reads my pregame previews. I'm not sure if you do or not, Kyle. But
I take a peek.
Aloy was my player to watch for the Red Sox today.
See, I knew that.
So, okay, I wanted to put it out there. You didn't say anything, so I had to make sure.
No balls, 2 strikes. O'Connor kicks and deals. And a fastball is just outside. God, to suggest that I wouldn't read your stuff.
I know.
Preposterous, Amanda, preposterous. You've done so much for this organization in a season and a half.
Well, thank you. I try my hardest to give back to the organization that gave so much to me.
1-2 is popped foul down the right field line. Well, you've given us a ton. You were a sideline reporter last year, beat writer, pseudo reporter, you could say this year as well.
Pseudo reporter. What does that mean?
Stepping in.
Okay. I did that last year, too. Filled in for play-by-play. I wrote last year as well.
1-2, a pickoff, and he is caught dead in the water. Well-timed pickoff, and they nab Austin over at first. Bases are empty with 1 away. 2 pickoffs we've seen in this game. How about a weird game to finish off a long tenure for you?
No game is normal up here, though. Let's be honest. There's always a couple things that happen that you don't normally see in a baseball game, I feel like. But 2 pickoffs, definitely something.
O'Connor gets a swing and a miss. There's Vahiva Aloy going down on strikes. 2 away with the bases empty now. And just the first strikeout for O'Connor today. Gatemen lead it 2-0. Home half of the 4th year in their first visit to Yarmouth-Dennis. 1.5 seasons. Is YD one of your favorite away ballparks?
I'm not sure if I have a favorite.
First pitch is upstairs.
I like all of the away ballparks, so I don't know if it's not, it's probably in the middle.
1-0 is outside.
I would enjoy it more if it wasn't so humid and sticky, I'll be honest.
2 balls, no strikes. Well, we'll get out of this humidity soon because O'Connor's chugging along. That one shoved in the dirt. Our producer, Joseph Patrick Henry, just showed me. He's averaging about 11 seconds between pitches.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in a hurry. But doesn't have a strike here, the 3-0 deal. And there it is. He gets one over to Anthony Martinez, the DH out of UC Irvine. He's 0 for 1 with a line out to right field in his first at-bat. 3-1 on the way. Just outside. Tough pitch to take, but it's ball 4. His second walk allowed today. With 2 down and a runner on now, it's Ethan Petrie, the 5-hole hitter. He flew out back to the first baseman in the 2nd inning. This is as summer ball as it gets. Sticky afternoon, weird food, good baseball. First pitch to the righty is down low. I'm just trying to match the reminiscence that you've permeated today.
I didn't know I was doing that.
No, you really weren't. I'm just trying to be emotional.
Do you want me to cry on air?
No, I don't want you to cry on air.
I would like everybody to know that Kyle made me cry last night.
Pickoff is not in time. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He started being too nice to me while I was trying to write
when you describe it like
my
that,
article
yes.
about Murph Gray, and I had to take a breather. There's a video of it somewhere.
Well, you've done great.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
If you stank, I wouldn't really care.
I wouldn't be here right now.
1-0 deal. It's a swing and a hard grounder to the left side. They go the short way for out number 3. Amanda, what do you have to say to the fans your last time on air with us as a Gateman?
Oh, thank you for listening and reading my stories and keeping up with the Gatemen. A fantastic organization, fantastic group of people, from interns to players to coaches to everybody involved. No doubt one of my favorite experiences I've ever had in my life, and the Gatemen will always be one of my favorite teams, if not my favorite team, and hold a very special place in my heart.
Gotcha. All right, well, Amanda, I appreciate you. We'll step away for a second and come back with Madison Walker, who has more on all the festivities going on today. But first, again, Amanda, we do appreciate all the fun that you've had with us this year. And I think we found a good predecessor in Madison Walker. So let's see what Madison Walker has to offer for us today.
Thank you so much, Kyle. I mean, it has been a slow game in this heat. It's hot and sticky and slow, and I'm hoping we can kind of get something rolling here because we need some momentum, you know. We got 2 runs up on the board, but hoping that we can get a few more. I wanted to share a fun fact since I don't have much to say about the game because I'm sure you guys are all getting so tired of Kyle's amazing voice. But did you know there's 35,200 bears in the United States? Kyle, did you know this?
No.
Well, now you do. And you can share it with your everyone listening to the broadcast.
35,200 bears.
35,200 bears.
Are there any in the Cape?
That's I don't know.
So
I looked on how many bears are in each country. Some country have less than 20.
Less than 20 bears?
Less than 20 bears.
Is that just the scale that they measure them at?
I think it was like Slovakia.
Okay, that's not a country.
You know, something that I cannot pronounce, but it's funny.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw it back to you. You can think about the bears.
Okay, thank you very much, Maddie. And I can't bear how sticky it is today, so let's hope that the Gatemen can keep chugging along through this game as we have another fun guest joining us. It's the team analyst, Jesse Simmons. Jesse, I'm having so much fun today.
Hey, I've been sitting next to you the whole time listening, and it sounds like you're having a ball just like you are right now, so I'll take it. I'm glad to join.
First pitch and going fishing for a changeup is Gio Cueto, 0-1. I just feel blessed. We had Amanda on, wrapped up her legendary career as a journalist for the Gatemen. Madison Walker talking about Bears. 0-1 is down low.
Little farewell tour.
If anyone's going to keep it loose, it's Madison Walker.
Amen. That's for sure.
If it isn't Madison Walker, if anyone's going to keep us grounded, it's Amanda Foster. 1-1 deal to Cueto. It's a called strike.
Would love to know what I'm going to keep you this next 5-6 innings we have together.
I don't know. Fulfilled.
Amen. I'll take that.
1-2 deal to Cueto. He goes around in a swing and a miss. Yep, they had to check, but he went around. So out number 1. Cueto 1 for 2 today now.
From West Virginia University,
That's 3 strikeouts. Pardon me, 4 strikeouts for YD pitching. But how about the Gatemen? A run in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, 6 hits total today. But they do lead it 2-0, and here we are in the top of the 5th. Leadoff hitter Sam White at the dish. Plated the first RBI on a ground ball double play back in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2 in the pitch. It's down low. So before you hopped on, Madison Walker mentioned 32,500 bears in the United States. I'm not sure why she mentioned it, but sometimes she just has to say something that's ominous.
I have no idea why she did as well, but it's a fun fact. I like, thank you, Siri, for that one. Yeah, wonderful.
That pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. I don't think there are any bears in the Cape, right?
If there are, I hope I don't see any. I'll say that. I'm used to gators back home.
That's
I know
true.
we've been talking about Florida a lot lately, but I'm used to gators in the water, and I had the chance to go to the beach today over in Falmouth, and no gators had to worry sharks. Had to worry. It was keeping it close to the sand.
3-0 pitch and going fishing on the green light, but Coming up empty is Sam White. 3-1 count with one away. So we are getting word that a black bear nicknamed Boo Boo was seen in Attleboro, Taunton, as the next pitch is down low. It's ball 4. So
would that be on the Cape or off the Cape?
And can go
or?
as far east as Cape Cod. So I guess he's microchipped.
I see.
And he was seen traveling as far as the Cape. So, yeah, bears may be in the Cape.
Love to see another bear we got here in Bobby Bozer. This guy is a scratch and claw player right here at shortstop and at the plate. Like I've been kind of hammering the nail with how good of a 2-strike hitter he is. And today looking for some gritty at-bats.
Pickoff over to first. Sam White is safe over there.
A lot of pickoffs today on both sides. We've seen only in 4 innings. Was it 2 pickoffs already?
2 successful, yeah.
2 quick runners, too, got picked off as well. So these pitchers are working hard both on the mound and holding runners on. Big part of the game you don't often see as we see another pickoff right back to us as Sam White's safe at first.
So Boo Boo, the bear that I just mentioned, he had to swim across the Cape Canal in order to make it into the Cape.
Good night.
Bears are scary. All right, the first pitch to Bozer is swung on and rolled through the hole and into left field. Bozer staying hot. It's his first hit of the afternoon. First and second occupied with one away, and Murph Gray's stepping up.
How about Murph Gray last night? We had the chance to be on the call, you and us together. Ain't that right?
Oh, yeah.
That was fantastic. Murph Gray, even though he went 1 for 4 last night, had the one hit that mattered in the difference of that ball game and carrying some energy into today as they have a quick 2-run lead here in the top of the 5th.
So Murph Gray digging in. 0 for 2 day. Couple of rollovers to third. But he's got Bozer on first and Sam White on second. Gatemen with 7 hits today. Just 2 runs to show for it, but the first pitch to Gray. Ball 1. Gatemen yesterday, back at home, hosted the Whitecaps, got their first win in their last 3 games, coming off a tie and a loss beforehand. Meanwhile, the Red Sox riding a 2-game winning streak. And the 1-0 deal is in the dirt. And now the catcher, Brady Neal's going to go have a chat.
Good idea here by Neal, just kind of before things get out of hand with runners on first and second, 1 out. Gray seeing the ball well, even though he's 0 for 2 today. Loud outs, line out last time. You know, kind of settle in here before it gets away from you. Good call here by the catcher. Shows some maturity.
Nolan Silver in his second inning of relief now. Carson Ballard's final stat line, 3 1/3 to his credit, 2 earned runs, 6 hits allowed, 2 strikeouts. Two balls and no strikes with 1 away. And that pitch is upstairs.
Coming back for the fastball here, 2-1 count. Like to see the zone filled as Murph Gray, you know, he likes to sit his pitch and really ride it out like we saw last night. Wouldn't be afraid to see him jump on a fastball right here in this next pitch.
2-1 deal, and it's pulled foul. All right, I'm going to be done with the Bear talk after this, but I'm getting one more update. It's scary. It's not 35,000 Bears, it's 350,000. I've never been so terrified of my own existence before. Where are these Bears?
I don't know. That was
Where are they coming from?
Very strong guesstimation right there.
I believe she just missed a 0, which happens. I'm not good at math.
Sunday fun day. We're all on our rest. It's a Sabbath.
Oh, yeah. 2-2 on the way, and Gray swings and misses through an off speed. Strikeout for out number 2.
Good pitch right there, pulling the string. Working around a bat. Huge out for the Sox here with runners in scoring position.
2 away. Reinhardt at the dish. And you know what? It is a day to rest. Ethan Eibe, our other play-by-play commentator, is sick. Get well soon, buddy. We need you to rest up. Not the same without you. Seriously, we need you. All right, first and second, 2 away. Reinhardt today, 1 for 2. He singled back in the second, then lined out to third. All good contact for the right-handed bat out of West Virginia. First pitch, squibs in the dirt. Ball 1.
You know, like we've been talking about every night for Coach Smythe making a lineup, it's pretty easy when you can have a player you don't know who you're going to see, but one player, doesn't matter who it is, can have a shining night. Someone that's been, finding some hot bat lately is Jace Reinhardt right here. Yesterday, 2 great hits, RBIs, and then even his outs are loud today, line out to the third baseman, but he's seen the ball well, hitting the first inning. Someone that, if you're hottest bat right here with a chance, even with 2 outs, it's Jace Reinhardt.
Little fake pickoff over to second. Scampering back was Sam White, and he just ran into the second baseman, Gallagher. They, embraced in a hug. But now we reset. So 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs, top 5. Gatemen lead it 2-0. And the pitch to Reinhardt. Swing and a miss. These guys kind of pulling out in front of the off-speed.
Yeah, the Gatemen come into this game leading the league with a .266 batting average, and it's a team that's not afraid to swing at the first pitch. And I think Yarmouth is understanding that memo as well, that, taking advantage of teams that are eager to swing the bat. As a good take there by Reinhardt to get to a 3-1 count. They're not afraid to do it. So, sometimes that when you're swinging a hot bat and the whole team as a whole is not afraid to jump on the first pitch strike, for the most part, that might be the best pitch you're going to see in that bat. But if you can throw a good breaking ball for a strike, it's a good way to counteract that.
3-1, 2 down, top 5. And the pitch just inside. Watching a front door slider that misses, and getting ball 4 is Reinhardt, and the bases are juiced for the new kid on the block. Reese Chapman is 1 for 2 today.
Chapman notched his first hit as a Gateman in his debut this summer. Later on, scored a run. Not a bad addition here for the staff.
Not bad at all. Came around to score as that 1 run in the 4th. Other one came just an inning before that. So 2 straight 1 spots for the Gatemen. We'll see if they can keep that trend going. First pitch to the lefty. It squibs in the dirt. It's stuck under the body of Neal as he finds it. No runners will advance.
Yeah, Chapman, I had a chance to watch him in Omaha a little bit. Started a good chunk of games for the Tennessee Volunteers, reigning national champions this year in D1 baseball. Was able to start a little bit. He'll look to be an everyday starter, especially next year with the Volunteers, who have a good squad coming into 2025. Gosh, it sounds even weird saying 2025 yet, even though we're in July. But
we're more than halfway through 24.
My goodness.
I feel old.
How old are you?
I'm just 21.
My goodness. Oh, I wish. I'm on the T-Swift year. 22.
I don't know about you.
I'm feeling 22.
All right, 1 ball and no strikes. Bases are stacked for Chapman. The pitch from Silver. Swinging a chopper right side. It takes a weird hop and hops over the head of the first baseman, Carmichael, into right field. 2 runs score. And moving on to third is the penultimate runner, Reinhardt. Hey, I'll take it. It's a 2-out, 2 RBI knock. And cashing in with another single is Chapman. 4-0 Gatemen in the 5th.
Right there, Chapman. Hey, how about a Sunday hop for you there, buddy? I love that. Little hard swinging pitch right there. Chops over the edge of the mound right there, maybe in the lip of the grass. Jumps right over the head of the first baseman there and right to the outfield. And we'll take 2 runs off that. Don't mind it if we do.
That is a stone dust type of hop. So with the corners occupied in 2 away, the Gatemen now have a 4-0 advantage over the best team in the league. Jumping on them early here. Top 5, 2 away, and now it's Johan Desero, who's 2 for 2 today, a single and a double. Silver sets and the pitch. Swinging a hard chopper right side. This time a normal hop into the chest of Gallagher, the second baseman. Sidearm toss to first in time. That retires the side. But how about, after leaving 2 on, the Gatemen cashing in 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. It was Chapman to come through, a 2 RBI single. And after the 5th, the Gatemen now lead it 4-0. Bottom 5 we go on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
PC is a Massachusetts-based leading-edge real estate closing, title, settlement, and personal injury and litigation law firm. Our clients trust us to provide the most comprehensive real estate closing and litigation services in Massachusetts. Our full network of closing and settlement attorneys, agencies, and litigators have expanded throughout New England and beyond. We deliver on that trust and reliance by offering the best professional prompt assistance, advanced technology, and state-of-the-art closing services in the real estate law and litigation business today. Our commitment to excellence, honest reputation, and tradition of aggressive representation to provide quality legal services is what we will continue to demonstrate at Sync Law. We believe and will prove that successfully addressing client needs requires more than just knowledge of the law. It requires a mastery of good representation and an attitude to finalize every transaction to my client's satisfaction. Live life to the fullest and let us Sync Law.
Just one hit and 3 base runners total allowed by Griffin O'Connor, who's dealing against the YD Red Sox, the best team in the Cape. But the best in the West looking to match that title. The Wareham Gatemen at 12-5-1 in the year, head into the bottom of the 5th, and midway through this contest, they lead the YD Red Sox in their first visit to Red Wilson Field 4-0. They scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th. Jesse Griffin O'Connor in his debut for the Gatemen, this kid is throwing.
You know what? I love it. Facing arguably the hardest lineup that the Gatemen have faced all this summer with many top names in this league. And you know what? I'm loving what I'm seeing. He looks like, we did talk about a lot of pitchers relating to dogs, and he looks like a dog. He's been attacking every hitter as the first pitch strike rolls in there to start this inning off. I'm loving what I'm seeing from this far.
Oh, yeah. Great command of the fastball early on. Just 1 strikeout, inducing a ton of soft contact. Here's the 0-1 deal. First batter, Easton Carmichael. It's another strike.
Right to it, right there. Back again.
0-2 quickly. Carmichael was the first base runner. Walked back in the 2nd inning for YD. Rocker step, kick, and a fire. The 0-2 is a called strike 3. Powers the fastball in there at the letters. Backwards K for out number 1.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, says O'Connor right there. I'm loving it from right here. I'm loving the early and often pitches he's thrown. 45 pitches and 23 for strikes so far. I'm loving what I'm seeing from O'Connor, and it's a welcome to the Gatemen thing, and it's one of those pitchers that, as you know, we lost a couple in this past 2 days. I love the addition we've had here from Coach Luxus bringing him in.
Ton of roster turnover as Omaha's activities are done. 1 away, first pitch to the right-handed bat of Gallagher. Pours right down the middle, 0-1. And the Gatemen add a kid from the collegiate championship team in Tennessee, as Reese Chapman cashed in with a 2-run single just half inning ago. Next pitch bounces away, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, Griffin's a pitcher, right-handed pitcher. Have we noted that his favorite athlete is Bryce Harper yet?
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
How often do you hear a pitcher, his favorite athlete is a hitter?
1-1, a little get-me-over slider for strike 2. He told me that he tried to be a position player when he first entered college at Assumption, and that didn't work out. So here he is pitching.
Sounds about right there.
1-2 with 1 away. Swing and a pop-up, mid-distance, shallow left center, ranging over, ambling under it, and making the grab is Reinhardt for out number 2, pardon me.
Making quick work here. In the bottom of the 5th is O'Connor. I'm loving it right now. Like I said, early and often, the fastball is rolling. Dropped in a good slider there for a second pitch strike on that at bat. I mean, all you want is consistency and to fly through these innings. We've had some consecutive ones from him.
He's retired 3 straight once again. And Brady Neal out of LSU, the catcher, 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball's a tipper straight back to the screen for strike 1. O'Connor is cruising. That is pitch number 52 in the afternoon for him.
You know, sometimes we'll see a lot with pitchers. They like to live low in the zone and work away from hitters, work away from righties, work into lefties, especially right-handers. But I'm loving the fact that I've seen him a lot so far on that second and third pitch of an at-bat, run that fastball up at the eyes, and then, tunnel it off with a breaking ball at his knees. I'm loving the mix. As a hitter, that's hard to do and hard to see is when you see eye level change a lot. Changes your depth perception, and when a pitcher can get in there and flip one ahead of you, it makes it harder for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now the pitch coming. And a roller foul once more. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. O'Connor has allowed 1 hit and 2 walks today. He has 2 strikeouts to his ledger. In juxtaposition, the Gatemen 8 hits, 4 runs to show for it. as they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the 5 here at YD. And the pitch just outside and low.
It's got to feel good when your misses are close. When your misses are close, it makes your strikes look and feel even better right there. Can't give anything up here as a hitter with 2 strikes. Protecting the plate.
1-2 coming. He lets it fly. Swinging a chopper left side. It's picked on the backhand by the third baseman, Gray. Across the diamond. The toss is in time, and O'Connor is cruising. It is his third 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon. Through 5, he holds the YD Red Sox scoreless. 4-0 Gatemen. Top 6 up next. From Red Wilson Field and the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Jesse Simmons.
I'm Sam White.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. All right, Mr. Sam White.
Yes, sir.
West Virginia Mountaineers catcher infielder. It's good to have you today. Thank you for jumping on with me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And so you had the chance to play for the Canadian Junior National Team.
I did.
Tell me a little bit about that, and being able to represent your country and where your hometown, not only in your country but now in the U.S. at a Power 5 school and here in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest honor I've ever had. I mean, representing Canada, I played Team USA, played Team Japan, Chinese Taipei, all that stuff. And I mean, that's the biggest honor you can have. I mean, every rep that I put in, that was basically for my country.
Hockey.
Yes.
Was that your first love before baseball? You got drafted at one point, had a chance to maybe take a pro hockey career and go that way, but now you're in baseball. What was that like? And give me a little something about that hockey.
Yeah, I mean, hockey, that's where I met kind of my lifelong friends. I mean,
yeah,
obviously growing up in Canada, hockey is the sport that everyone plays. It was my first love. I mean, I started playing when I was 5 or 6 years old, a couple years before I started playing baseball. And yeah, up until I was probably 13 or 14 years old, I was gonna go to the NHL, and that's what that's what I would tell myself.
The Gatemen are chilling as we enter the top of the 6th, and they lead the YD Red Sox 4-0. They scored a run in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, and then Reese Chapman in his Gatemen debut came through with a 2 RBI knock back in the 5th. So here they are with an advantage over the best team in the league. On the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV, Kyle Marchak with Jesse Simmons taking you through this ball game. It's been a fun one as the Gatemen have 8 hits to their total, and they step up with 7, 8, 9 due up in the 6th. Good to see the bats just rolling today, Jesse.
Absolutely. I tell you what, even on the flip side of that, how about some lockdown pitching for Mr. O'Connor over there? My goodness, I'll take it as we settle in here.
First pitch is down low. First batter, it's Colby Turner. 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. Nolan Silver in his 3rd inning of relief took over for Carson Ballard a couple frames ago as the next pitch simmers down low. 1 2/3 to his credit. This is pitch 30 coming up with 3 strikeouts.
Colby Turner here, right-handed hitter. San Diego State transfer, looking to put on the blue at Michigan this year. He's a guy that's kind of due for a hit here. What do you think?
Next pitch is down low, 3-0. Well, we've seen a couple of 3-0 green lights today.
Yes, we have.
We'll see what the call is for Turner. Silver kicks and deals the 3-0, and he takes it for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Here's the offer. He fouls it off. Back to a full count.
Just a testament to what we were talking about earlier. They have the best batting average in this league, with coming in this game with 266 for a reason. Not taking any pitches off, not really looking for walks. They're looking to hit, and they're looking to hit big too.
Full count offer, swinging a line drive. It 1 hops towards the mid of the shortstop, and across the diamond, Aloy makes the play. 1 down.
Now batting from the University of Louisville.
5 p.m. first pitch today at one of 2 ballparks in the league without lights here at Red Wilson Field. Gio Cueto on deck as Nate Early will dig in. The DH, 1 for 2 today. He doubled back in that 1-run inning in the 3rd. Cueto a part of that fun too. He followed with a single to his credit. as the first pitch simmers down low. 1 ball and no strikes to the left-handed bat out of Louisville. Early, one of those guys that you don't want to leave something down the middle to. 1-0 deal from Silver on the way. It's down low.
Yeah, one of those guys that it's just when he takes BP, you love sitting there watching him. I love his swing. It's nice, simple. I was a lefty. He's a lefty. He's got more muscle and pounds on him than I ever did, but he's got a good left-handed swing. It's short, sweet, and simple, and love it.
2-0. He just misses on a fastball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 away here, top 6th. And the Gatemen lead it 4-0. 2-1 count on the way. And a flare foul, 2-2. What a great ballpark we've got here. Again, no lights, so all 5 p.m. first pitches here. But you've got a smattering of fans ranging from right behind the away dugout on the first base side all the way down the left field line.
There goes that Virginia Tech vocab right there, smattering.
2-2 is swung on, and this one's smattered to right field. Down the line, it is off the base of the wall. Rounding first, coming into second, and sliding in safely there. A 1-out double. It's the second extra base hit for early today.
Yearly right there smattered that baseball off the wall to right, wouldn't you say so? As he chopped around first and beat out that throw to second for a double, throwing up those hands for guarding the gate. That's a great way to start off this top of the 6th inning here for the Gatemen.
Well, the gate is dead-bolted right now as the Gatemen lead it 4-0, and they have an insurance run on second now with 1 away in the top of the 6th. Here's Gio Cueto.
Nate Yearly with his second hit of the day. Gio Cueto got him a loud base knock there in his first at bat. Love to see what he can do right here. Quick pick off, back to second.
He's safe.
Yeah, both these teams are loving the pickoff moves today.
Yeah. It's not been, and this is a redundant statement, but it's not been a normal baseball game.
No, I agree. A lot of action on the base paths. Not very often you see as many pickoffs like this, and successful ones at that.
And a first pitch curveball misses inside to Gio Cueto. Shaved the beard a couple days ago, comes through with his first hit as a Gateman today.
Yeah, I asked him, I said, hey, Gio. But he looks, there goes the goatee. He's like, man, I had to switch something up. And obviously it's worked not too bad for him.
1-0, and the pitch. Swinging a hard grounder, left side, diving the third baseman. Kim can't get it. Throw across the diamond from Aloy. What a play. Jeter-esque to make the effort from the outfield grass for out number 1.
Yeah, right there, Nate Yearly on the side note, staying at second, smacking his helmet because he knows that as the third baseman went for that ball, shortstop crashed, got it, punch out at first. Third base was left unoccupied and wide open for Yearly to virtually stroll right in, but kind of hesitated. When you hesitate, you can't take the base and get punched out. But he should have, definitely mental error there, should have taken third with 2 outs. That's crucial there, but we'll see if Sam White can bail him out here.
2 down with a pair of ground outs to the shortstop. It's a Nate Early double sandwiched in between. He stays on second, and Sam White the leadoff at the dish. First pitch to him. Outside. Sam White today, ground out, ground ball double play, and then a walk. But he does have an RBI. It was the first one at bat, plating a run on that double play back in the third.
286 average, left-handed batter right here. Is here in the leadoff spot for the Gatemen today. I'm liking that move.
1-0, swung on and skied high into the blue sky of YD. Ranging over the left fielder, Austin. He squeezes the leather on it for out number 3. Extra base knock to no avail for Early, who's been swinging the hot stick today. A pair of doubles for him, but he's left stranded as the Gatemen do lead it 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Welcome into our second edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. I'm Kyle Marchak, joined by an infielder for the Wareham Gatemen, Antonio Jimenez. You ready to roll?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Well, your new commitment. You're going to UCF now. Did that commitment come about?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to go somewhere where basically I had a good relationship with the coach, and it's always nice to stay home near my family. It's only like 3 hours away, so I felt like I had a good connection with the coach. Just wanted like a nice fresh start, and I'm just super excited for the new opportunity.
Well, we've got Mike Mobbs over there, barefoot, mowing the lawn right now. You said he's a very down-to-earth guy. He's the hitting coach for the Gatemen. Is he a part of why you went to Wareham, too?
Yes, for sure. I mean, once I got the call up here, one of my guys, Dorian Gonzalez, that played for here last year, he said, Dan, you need to go up to Wareham, and they're going to get you a lot better. Ever since I've been here, I mean, he's literally mowing the lawn right now, barefoot.
Yeah, can we get a shot of that real quick? Look at him. Inspirational.
He just leads by example, and I can't ask for a better coach. Like, he's taught us everything that we know, and like, he literally just wants us to win, and we're all just bought in on winning. And
yeah. Well, it must be working. You're on a 7-game on-base streak right now. So how have the coaches developed you as a hitter?
Yeah, man. They just told me to just be have a better approach. I feel like I'm getting better out here every single day, getting more comfortable with the.
Let's wrap it up with this. The end goal. What do we need to know about Antonio Jimenez going forward?
Antonio Jimenez, I mean, just being the same guy every single day, getting better, like not only as a player but as a person. Right now, my focus is on today. We have a big game today. We're trying to build off that momentum from last game to bring it on to this game against Bourne, so we're just super excited to play.
We'll catch you guys in our next edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. 4-0 all Gatemen as we enter the home half of the 6th at Yarmouth-Dennis. 9 hits for Wareham, 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and here we are, bottom 6th. And Griffin O'Connor's cruising through his first start as a Wareham Gateman. First pitch is upstairs, 9-1-2 due up, Cameron Kim. He's making just his 2nd plate appearance today. Meanwhile, some Gatemen have had 4.
Yeah, if that's not a testament to firing at all cylinders right here. As
next pitch is inside, 2-0.
As Griffin threw just 1 hit of 5 innings. Cruising here, and the Gatemen are cruising at the plate as well.
2-0 deal to Kim. Swinging a hard chopper to the left side at 3 hops right to the chest of Bozer. Settles, throws in time. 1 down.
A lot of first pitch strikes. Not a big strikeout guy throughout this game. You know, just 5 in the 3rd pitch. Only 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. You know, and his fastball is not so high. You know, we've seen guys run up to 96, 97, 98 miles an hour in this league this season. But, you know, Griffin O'Connor, you know, he's been sitting that 90 to 92 range. His breaking ball is looking good. A little bit of Smoltz and Glavin action out here today.
Next pitch popped up right over home plate. Instead, Murph Gray over at 3rd coming in. 2 away.
Right there, good pitch. Up at the eyes to Drew Burris, a reigning National Freshman of the Year. That's the 2nd time he's popped up to O'Connor today. Can't ask for more than right there. 2 quick outs right there for the Gatemen.
R.J. Austin's turn. 1 for 2, line out in a single. Smoltz and Glavin. I love that call out. 2 greats for the Braves. First pitch to the righty and a called strike in the outside edge.
Yeah, I'm a huge Braves fan. For those out here in Radio Land, I am a huge Braves fan.
Next pitch is scorched foul. Austin early on that, but he got all of it.
Didn't get a chance to watch them as I was only born in 2002, but I've been able to watch videos on YouTube and go back and appreciate who they were as pitchers. And they're not today's era as a pitcher, you know, as every pitcher is, you see now sitting 96 to 98, touching 100 as alumni. We've seen Paul Skeens in the MLB touching 102 and dicing it up. But
0-2, swing and a ball diced out to right center. Trailing over in the gap, looking up. It's off the base of the wall. Reinhardt picks it up. He tosses quickly to second, but sliding in with the Red Sox first extra base hit of the afternoon, a double for R.J. Austin. He's got 2 hits today, both of them of the 2 that the Red Sox have collected.
I was just about to ask about him because, you know, I got to watch him since I covered the Florida Gators this year. Got to watch him at Vanderbilt. He's been a great player in the outfield for the Commodores. Was able to, you know, have some really good, spectacular catches in the outfield for them up there in Nashville this year. And he's a prototype player that anybody could want on their roster, whether it's a bat. But his glove is a premier major league glove one day, I would say. And if his bat catches up, he's definitely a first-round pick here coming soon.
2 away. Here's Vahiva Aloy. And the first pitch is down low.
How about that name, huh?
Yeah, that's a baseball name if I've ever heard it.
It's a darn cool name if you ask me.
Vahiva Aloy.
It sounds like a professional surfer. Maybe I just stereotyped him because he's from Hawaii, but that's a pretty cool name. I would take that all day.
He is Hawaiian. Sure enough, plays baseball in California. 1-0, he's coming up swimming on that. Can't get it, 1-1. Pretty much the only place that Hawaiians will play other than Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly.
All in the same division or conference out there.
Love their jerseys. They had a good year this year as well.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. O'Connor kicks and deals. It's down low. 2-1, 2 down. R.J. Austin stands on second. That's the farthest a base runner's gotten today. On O'Connor's credit, a 4-0 shutout for the Gatemen. And the next pitch is swung on and scorched to left. Rounding third, Austin is going to head home on a single to left. Here's the throw. It is offline from Turner. Austin comes in to score, and the Red Sox plate their first run, a 2-out RBI single from Vahiva Aloy.
My goodness, great hit there by Aloy, but I tell you what, highlight of that sequence right there was R.J. Austin racing home, didn't even need to slide there at home, scoring on a ball to left field. The way he got around that bag quick, it was like almost like a track star right there. I love the way I see him hustle.
He was moving. And after 3 hits now allowed on the afternoon from O'Connor, here's Eric Luxus coming out to the bump to have a chat with his pitcher. I mean, how long is the leash on him? I think this might be his day.
67 pitches.
Yeah, his day
39 strikes filling the zone. Finishes off a fantastic debut as a Wareham Gateman here in the bottom of the 6th.
I chatted with him yesterday. He said, who knows what my debut looks like. He was on 48 hours notice, and it turned out pretty darn good. All right, we'll come back with his final stat line. He does have 1 runner on base to his ledger, but a pitching change with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back in a moment. It's the Gatemen 4, the Red Sox 1, and the Gatemen Baseball Network powered by Cape League TV. Whatever your technology needs are, Secure One can help. Learn more at SecureOne.com. SecureWON.com.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower, the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts, and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and stewardship. For 170 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Attention baseball fans, are you ready to hit a financial home run? PCT Federal Credit Union is here tonight to make your dreams of home ownership and driving off in that new car a reality. Their unbeatable low rates on mortgage and auto loans are a win for everybody. Whether you're rounding the bases to buy your first home or looking to upgrade your ride, PCT Federal Credit Union has got your back. Swing by their tent before you leave or visit their website to learn more about how they can help you step up to the plate and score big on your financial goals.
The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU structural soil and Rooflight certified green roof media. Reed Custom Soil is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit www.reedcustomsoils.com.
2 away, pitching change in the bottom of the 6th. 1 runner on first. Griffin O'Connor's day is done. What a debut for that young man. His final stat line not finalized just yet, but Tony Pluta's day is just beginning. The right-handed pitcher out of Arizona will take over. It's his 6th game of the year. 8 2/3 innings to his credit. Jesse, he's had a darn good year. No earned runs to his credit.
Yeah, he's a guy that, height-wise, when he walks out there, he doesn't look like he's going to be too much, but he fills out his legs, and I tell you what, does he get every ounce out of his body when he bolts off that mound from the right side. He's a guy that's been kind of the glue for the Gatemen here in tough situations, and a good pick-me-up guy as a bridge the gap to the closer here, and a great position that Griffin O'Connor has set the Gatemen up in through 6 innings for Wareham.
So from one roommate to the other, to spending a couple of nights in the lead household in this, let's say, Gatemen housing arrangement. Now, that's all personal information, but I'll give you that info. So Tony Pluta does take over for his buddy Griffin O'Connor. He has a runner on first with 2 away. Bottom 6, Gatemen lead it 4-1 over YD. Kick and a pitch in the lefty, swinging a grounder to the right side, sliding grab by Desero. He tosses to first and puts away Anthony Martinez on the first pitch he tosses, and that retires the side scoreless. 1 run does come in, though. It was an RBI single from Vahiva Aloy. 4-1. We head to the top of the 7th on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. For a good piece of glass, call Abby. Located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham, call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs. Mastria Auto Group. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, call Mastria Auto Group for all your Kia, Cadillac, Mazda, VW, Subaru, and Nissan needs. Mastria delivers. www.mastria.com.
Legacy Insurance has been servicing Wareham and the surrounding area since 1980. Call Legacy Insurance for all your insurance needs at 508-295-1315. Legacy Insurance, your hometown agency.
Looking to buy or sell real estate in the South Shore, South Coast, or Cape Cod area? Joanne Stevenson has been selling Massachusetts since 2000. Specializing in residential real estate, she is a part of the #1 Berkshire Hathaway Robert Paul team. Whether you are looking for your first home, vacation home, or relocating, call Joanne Stevenson, your local Wareham agent, for all your real estate needs. A proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Top 7 from Red Wilson Field, the Gatemen's first visit to the YD Red Sox in 2024. Kyle Marchak with Jesse Simmons on the Gatemen Baseball Network. 4-1, the good guys lead it. They had a run in the third, a run in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, a goose egg in the sixth, and then the first run for the Red Sox came in just moments ago, an RBI single from Vahiva Aloy. Third pitcher for the Red Sox today, second one out of the bullpen. It's Torin O'Haron, a tall righty out of Stanford University. He's had a pretty good year, but a small sample size. This will just be his fourth game. 2 2/3 innings to his credit, 4 strikeouts, but 3 earned runs. So he's been put in a lot of high leverage situations this year. We'll see what he can do against a real good part of the order, Jesse.
Yeah, he's about to get tested by Bobby Bozer, a transfer out of USF. With the draft coming around, he's a good prospect that looks to make his mark here in 2024, and he's been carrying a hot bat, 339 batting average. He already has a hit notched in this game. He's been the glue on the hitting side for the Gatemen, so this pitcher's about to get tested right off the bat here in the first pitch.
So Bobby Bozer is the first test for the third arm of the Red Sox day. It was a quick first portion of this game, especially because Griffin O'Connor had one heck of a start in his Gateman debut. We'll get to his final stat line in just a moment. Tony Pluta came in for him to close out the bottom of the sixth. But for now, Torin O'Haron. Batting second is Bozer, and he's 1 for 3 today. First pitch is right down the middle.
Yeah, that stat line for Griffin O'Connor, 5 2/3. Just 3 hits, gave up a run, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Not a big strikeout guy, but he made the fastball work, located it early. That and the breaking ball, he's feeling everything.
Well, one runs upstairs. So you use the analogy of, why guys like, for the, let's say, somewhat older baseball fans out there, guys like Smoltz and Glavine were so effective back in the day. That tunneling between the off speeds and the fastball, the 1-1 is down low, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, when you're able to locate that breaking ball efficiently and throw it for a strike, it makes guys be, off their balance and off rhythm at the plate. And when you can locate a breaking ball, you throw that fastball right behind it and mix locations up and down.
2-1 is swung on and popped up, right side, trailing over in foul territory. It drops foul, 2-2 count to Bozer.
Yeah, like I said, when you can do that, it makes your fastball look even faster. And when that's what you can see right here is a perfect sample size of 5 2/3, just 3 hits given up. Is he was able to, face a high-profile lineup, arguably the hardest one that the Gatemen have seen this summer. And those guys are facing 96 to 98 every single day in these top programs. And he was able to get in there and work a lot like Glavine, Smoltz, and all of them did.
2-2, and a curveball is bounced 50 feet. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bozer.
That's also what makes sidearm pitchers like Malstead and other guys so efficient and effective, because when they're able to, from the sidearm perspective of coming, they're not going to overpower you with velo, but the way that they can locate strikes and give you a different arm slot, it throws hitters off. And that's all it is as a pitcher, is all you want to do is throw a hitter's balance off and his rhythm off.
That one upstairs, and Bozer walks aboard. The OBP continues to tick up. And Murph Gray steps up. He hit a moonshot yesterday, but in 3 tries this afternoon, he's fruitless. Pair of groundouts and a strikeout. Bozer on first after a leadoff walk, and Torin O'Haron looking for his first out.
Perfect opportunity here. Leadoff walk to get some insurance runs back, to get that run back from the bottom of the 6th.
Kick and a deal Fastball runs into the left-handed batter's box to the righty out of Fresno State. Ball 1. Torrin O'Haron making his 4th appearance of the year. As the Gatemen lead it 4-1 against YD, top of the 7th. And Jesse, this would be a statement win.
Yeah, like you said it last night, it's the best in the West and the beast of the East.
Just sounds right.
It does sound right. And you know what it's going to be? It's the premier matchup that you want here in the Cape League this early in the season. As we're not really early in the season, we're about halfway through, but you know, a big game on both sides. Wonderful debut from the Gatemen pitchers, and looking to add more.
1-0, and another fastball misses in the same spot.
O'Haron not just a few pitches in, but up and down and wide all over the zone, just a bit outside, as they would say, in Major League, but struggling here. See if the Gatemen can jump on this opportunity and take advantage of the 2-0 count to Murph Gray.
2-0 on the way. Swinging a line drive out to center field. Going back is Burns. It is out of here. Burris can't bring it down. And knocking it out is Murph Gray. Back-to-back games with a big fly. And the Gatemen lead it 6-1.
Sit, and launch pad Murph Gray. I'll take it again like we said last night. What a wonderful way to sit on that and take advantage of some insurance runs for a 3-run bomb and jump back ahead here to 6-1 for Murph Gray.
The Gatemen now lead it by 5. Jumping out on one of the best teams in the Cape. So the bases are emptied now, and it's Jace Reinhardt's turn.
How about that right there? O'Haron located that one, but located that one in the seats in right center field via Murph Gray right there as he goes homer in consecutive games. And, you know, when Murph Gray gets a hold of one, you kind of know off the bat. It's not like a close one. You know when he hits it, it's going to go a long way and it's not coming back. And he's got that type of bat that, you know, when it's just fun to watch him play. And he's got a great size of a hitter, high ceiling player that could develop into a pro guy one day. It's awesome.
Next pitch bounces low. Jace Reinhardt at the dish, and he's 1 for 2. Well, not 422 feet this time, just 362, but it did jump off the bat at 99 miles an hour.
Short porch here in center field at Yarmouth-Dennis.
350 to straightaway center. 2-0 deal coming to Reinhardt, and he watches a fastball fizz upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. It is just one of those days for Torrin O'Haron. And here comes Scott Pickler to have a chat with him.
11 pitches now, just 3 strikes over the plate for Torrin O'Haron in his outing here as the ball game gets stretched out just a little bit here.
So 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. That was on 1 swing. Reese Chapman plated both of those runs in his debut. None produced in the 6th despite a hit. But then the 7th has come around. A walk by Bozer, and Murph Gray clears the bases with his 2nd home run of the year. Here we are with a 5-run advantage, 6-1 as the Clouds are coming in here at Yarmouth-Dennis. A sticky afternoon. The Gatemen have poured in 10 hits through the mist. And still with no outs, it's a 3-0 count to Jace Reinhardt. 3rd batter of the inning, kicking a deal from O'Haron. It is upstairs, a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, O'Haron still right here, struggling to find the zone. Best case scenario here for the Gatemen.
Right fielder number 7, Reese Chapman.
This one's slipping away from YD quickly.
Reese Chapman digs in here. Already has two hits notched in his debut for the Gatemen out of Tennessee. Had a very good performance there in Omaha in the College World Series. Knocked a couple of home runs, played some good outfield. Good hitter you want here up.
Runner on, and the first pitch is in there for a strike.
Side note, you know what I just realized?
What?
Murph Gray has both home runs when me and you are sharing the mic.
Oh my God, you're right.
Back-to-back nights.
We got to stay on together.
Hey, man, I tell you what, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, huh?
All right.
I don't mind it.
You and I from here on out. 1-0 or 0-1 is cut on and missed. 0-2 count quickly to the lefty Chapman at the dish, who's 2 for 3 today.
We can't do that to our boy Ethan
I was
down
gonna say,
there.
Don't tell Ethan, though.
He is a master at his craft, and I could never take away his supreme abilities at the desk.
He's one of the best. 0-2, no outs, and a swing and a miss. Chapman down on 3 strikes, and that's out number 1 of the 7th.
Yeah, right there, as pitchers sometimes that I've seen in the past, if a pitcher's struggling to find the zone right there in that pitchers meeting, we saw right there as they came out, he was not feeling his fastball, obviously, as he was throwing it all around the zone. Sometimes pitchers will go to their changeup or their breaking ball, their slider, to try to locate that first. Both those balls that Chapman swung at were not strikes either. So I think it's more of him being aggressive and trying to feel out his breaking ball.
Back pick over to first, not in time, as the first pitch simmers upstairs to Johan Desereau with one away, top 7.
So it's not necessarily that he's found the zone yet. It's more of our hitters being aggressive, and he's trying to swing through it, but just can't catch up. So, I think if these hitters right here should be a little more patient. Desereau, 1-0 count. Wait to see a fastball over the plate, because right now we haven't really seen one.
Second pitch is fouled off. 1-1 count to Desereau, who's got a pair of knocks, a single, and then a double. Back in the 4th. Grounded out to second base in the 5th. So he has 2 of the 10 hits the Gatemen have collected today. They had 11 yesterday through a full 9 innings. Here we are in 1 away in the top of the 7th. Next pitch, a fastball runs outside to the lefty. 2-1 count.
See right there again, the last pitch before that, Desereau fouled off a fastball at the belt. I mean, if I'm a hitter right here, I'm sitting dead red looking for a fastball down the middle. If I get my heater, I'm going to unload. But as with a pitcher who's struggling to find the zone here, I'd sit back and wait.
O'Haron ready with a runner on, and the 2-1. Way upstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. What was the term that Desereau told us yesterday for home run in French? Was it c'est la cuit or something like that?
Sometimes I feel like I can barely speak English, let alone French.
3-1, it's a fastball swung on and popped up right behind home plate. Running out of room is the catcher Neal as it doinks into the scouting deck behind home plate. Just a loud strike, literally and figuratively. It's a full count with 1 away now.
I like to say au revoir baseball, as he did in Hyannis, clearing the right center scoreboard there for his first homer of the year, not just a few days ago.
Yeah, you thought that Murph Gray's 422-foot moonshot last night was the longest a Gateman hit this year. You're wrong. Desereau has it, 458 feet in his lone home run. And full count with 1 away, the pitch. Runner goes, it's outside, ball 4, so the toss to second does not matter. 2 runners on with 2 away. And now it's, I believe, Brendan Summerhill pinch hitting here for Colby Turner.
Yeah, Summerhill digs in here, coming in, slashing .328 on the year, just behind Bobby Bozer, and he's a guy that can come up clutch so far. He's got 20 hits on the year. Love what I'm seeing from him. Couple of homers, are big in the RBI category with 13. Right here, good call from Smythe and Coach Mobbs, the hitting coach down there at third base, to make the adjustment and get him back in this game.
So Brendan Summerhill was supposed to have an off day today, but they said to heck with it, let's get him an AB. So the first pitch to the lefty is swung on and skied into the air, shallow center, if not on the edge of the grass, coming back to second baseman Aloy, or the shortstop Aloy, and he makes the grab for out number 2.
Right there, not exactly what you want to see. First pitch pop out. As O'Haron is 22 pitches, just 8 strikes from him. Maybe a little aggressiveness down there at the plate, wanting to get in the game, but, not sure if he was watching the past few hitters to see that the pitcher has not been locating, but right there just couldn't help the eagerness, swinging and popping up at the first pitch.
2 away, 2 runners on, and Nate Early's turn. First pitch to the lefty, bounced in the dirt. 1-0 count.
Early digs back in, coming off a loud double in his last at bat to lead the inning off. Runners on first and second here, 2 outs, 1-0 count. O'Haron digs back in and gets the call.
O'Haron ready, he kicks and fires. It's a swing and a miss for Early. 1-1 count now.
Yeah, you can tell right here O'Haron's not feeling his fastball, so he's been going back to that breaking ball, trying to locate it for strikes as Early swings over the top of that.
1-1 now. And the deal. Upstairs.
Again, this stat here, 25 pitches, just 10 strikes thrown for O'Haron. These Gatemen hitters, if they can just sit dead red and look for their fastball in the middle and not chase anything, it's been good territory for them this inning.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. 10 hits for the Gatemen today. 3 of the extra base variety, which they lead the league in that category. 2-1, here's the offer. Upstairs, ball 3. Gatemen just stacking on. Cueto on deck. He's got a 1-for-3 day going.
Big pitch here from O'Hare coming.
3-1. It runs inside, ball 4, and the bases will be juiced for Cueto with 2 away.
And the carousel continues here in the top of the 7th for the Gatemen as they load the bases with 2 outs. And Gio Cueto, who's swinging the bat well today, digs in the plate here. As he is 1 for 4, I believe.
1 for 3 in the afternoon.
Waiting for it to load. There it is, 1 for 3.
So the right-handed bat out of Stetson digs in. Got his first hit as a Gateman in his first AB today. First pitch, ball 1.
Gio Cueto playing at Stetson. He's a Hatter. My hometown of DeLand, Florida. Shout out to all the fam and friends down there. And that nice summer weather down there in Florida. A little hotter than it is here. I'll take it.
1-0, same spot. There's ball 2.
Two-0 count to Cueto here. Same thing again. I'm just sitting that fastball waiting for this pitcher to show you he can throw you a strike before you have to really swing hard.
Hitter's count. Here's the offer. And it is upstairs. 3-0 count to Cueto with 2 away. The Gatemen lead it 6-1. They've scored 2 runs already in this inning. It was a Murph Gray home run. Since then, a walk, a strikeout, a walk, a flyout. The bases are loaded for Cueto. The pitch, it's over for a strike. 3-1 count.
That pitch looked like it may have been in the same place, but nonetheless, it's still called a strike from the home plate umpire back there.
O'Hare and ready. The 3-1 on the way. Swing and a pop-up softly into center. Ranging over and finding it is Burris for out number 3. Bases juiced. They'll be left that way. But 2 hits, including a home run from Murph Gray, come in. And the Gatemen lead it 6-1. Time to stretch at YD. We'll be back in a moment on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
I'm Jesse Simmons.
And I'm Brendan Summerhill.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. All right, so Brendan, junior, Arizona. From Chicago, though. Tell me a little about that. You said we talked about you grew up not far from Wrigley Field. What was that like growing up?
Yeah, a mile away from Wrigley. It was special. When the Cubs won in 2016, I really realized how cool it was to be a Cubs fan.
Right.
The entire north side of the city was partying for like, a week straight. I was in 7th grade. School got canceled the next day. We all got to go to the parade. It was super fun.
It's easy to say that. Did that grow your love for baseball early on, being able to be a part of that and so close to an MLB team?
Absolutely.
You know, it's hard not to want to get into baseball, right?
It's just, there's something about baseball that there's nothing else like it.
Right. Was there an MLB player that you...
108 years, you don't win a World Series.
Right.
And then they win it, and everyone goes crazy. It was fun. It was super cool.
Was there an MLB player that you emulated your swing? You know, you play outfield. We talked about Ellie De La Cruz. You emulate that. Was there a different player growing up that you wanted to be like?
I always like to watch YouTube videos like Ken Griffey Jr. He's probably my favorite hitter to ever watch. I wouldn't necessarily say I emulated my swing off his, but
Bottom 7 we go at Red Wilson Field. The Gatemen visit the YD Red Sox with the best record in the league at 13-5, and they say no way. They lead it 6-1. They scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and then a Murph Gray 2-run shot a half inning ago back in the top of the 7th. Tony Pluta, 2nd inning of relief, although it took just 1 pitch to finish off that last frame after Griffin O'Connor had a stellar start in his Gateman debut. First batter Pluta faces is Ethan Petrie. He's 0 for 2, and the first pitch is fouled off.
Another SEC guy here. I got the chance to watch him a little bit this year and last year, and I tell you what, in my opinion, he might be the best hitter on this field right now. as he confirms, calls a timeout there to fix his elbow guard. I love the way he swings a bat. Had a stellar freshman year last year. Picked up right where he left off this year. And just a fantastic player, hitter, and a top draft pick for sure.
0-1 deal. He goes out in front on an off-speed and misses. 0-2. Petrie, big corner outfielder, 6'4", 235, out of South Carolina. First batter, bottom 7. Pluta ready. And the 0-2 deal on the way. It is outside. Man, this cloud cover really coming in right now. Slight mist in the air.
Yeah, no lights here. Looking to finish this game. A couple innings left.
Yeah, 5 p.m. first pitch. 1-2 deal, and Pluta spikes a breaking ball into the dirt.
I kind of like the 5 o'clock game.
Oh, yeah.
Not too bad.
Feels like, weirdly enough, an early start to the day? Question mark? Exclamation point?
Kind of normal. I mean, we start our games in Wareham at 6. We have lights. A little different. Later start. Later nights that also comes with.
Pluta turns and delivers the 2-2. A curveball swung on and fouled right behind us. A little souvenir for an array of fans at the ballpark. Red Wilson Field gets a good following.
Good crowd here tonight on a Sunday afternoon to watch some Sunday baseball. America's path. You not be excited here.
2-2 on the way to Petrie. Swinging a grounder. It smokes right into the wickets of the third baseman, Gray. Throw across the diamond. Oh, and bobbled by White at first base. Reaching first. We'll see if they call it an error. They do. And a leadoff runner here.
Murph Gray gets that hot shot down there to the third base. Trunks one over to first. Pats his chest, says, "That's my bad," to Sam White. But for runner on to lead off the inning for YD.
So a runner on. First error from the Gatemen today. They've cleaned up the defense a ton recently. Easton Carmichael, 0 for 1. Walk and a strikeout. And the first pitch is down low.
Yeah, on the note of game time starting, how about Sunday games? This is my push to move games to 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Talked to a couple players about it. They are all for it.
1-0 deal on the way, and a changeup is cut on and missed. 1-1.
1 o'clock game, you know, as you peer to this dog down here. I know you love dogs. Lock back in here.
It's a bad obsession. What's going on right now?
No, 1 o'clock games is my new push for a legislature change in the Cape.
Pluta ready. Here's the 1-1 to the righty. Swinging a line drive in the hole, and it's into left field for a base hit. Summerhill will come up firing. Rounding second and staying there, the lead runner Petrie, who got aboard with an error. So 2 base runners to start things off. You're in the bottom of the 7th.
Little life here for the Sox. 2 on, no out. Gavin Gallagher, fantastic player at UNC. Chapel Hill had a great Omaha experience as well. Got to watch him play, along with Vance Honeycutt and company. Another good player there. So I heard before we got here, he had an all-blue bat. Carolina blue bat. He's not using it today, but I heard that's what's been new and rocking. A couple of the fans behind me were unpleased that he wasn't using it today because it is visually satisfying.
First pitch and a satisfying strike right through the zone, 0-1. Gallagher, 0 for 2 today, ground out and a line out. So just a Carolina blue bat, like the entire thing?
I think so, is what I was hearing.
Huh.
They love those down there.
2 runners on in the 0-1 deal, a called strike in the outside edge.
I tell you what, I got to watch from the press box, had a front row seat to watch Chapel Hill and Tennessee play. They wore their vests, the Tar Heel vests they have that are beautiful, say Tar Heels on them, and Tennessee wore their black jerseys that say Bulls in orange. Just talk about an aesthetically pleasing game to watch there as that ball is flied down the right field line in foul territory as it peers down us. Looks like Sam White caught that down there. He did.
There you go.
For the first out of the inning.
Nice fly out, and there's 1 away. Soft contact. That is Pluta's MO.
Absolutely. Holds a 0 ERA this year. He's a guy that can, get in and get out. As soon as he came in the game, 1 pitch, 1 out. Got him out of the inning last time. Right here, working out of the trenches again for the Gatemen. 1 out, 2 on here in the bottom of the 7th.
One away, first and second. Here's Brady Neal. Called strike.
Good breaking ball right there to locate and get ahead in the count early there.
Oh and 1 with one away. Neal 0 for 2, line out and a ground out. Here's the second pitch, and he fouls off a curveball. 0 and 2. Tony Pluta, well-known Wu-Tang fan.
Oh, really?
Yep. Die Hard. Them and Mobb Deep. Big 90s hip-hop guy. Him and I shared that in common.
Okay. Can't say that is my cup of tea exactly, but
I don't blame you.
I respect it. I like all music, just not as educated on it as you might be.
So the Wu-Tang fan kicks and deals an 0-2. A curveball plunked in the dirt. Nice stop by Cueto as both runners will stay. One ball, two strikes. 4 hits for the Red Sox, just 1 run to show for it. They're down 6-1 here, bottom 7. Pluta peeks to second, now to home, the 1-2. Just upstairs. Count levels 2 and 2. Tony ready. 2 and 2. And the pitch on the way. Swinging a hard grounder off his glove. Ricochets into the mid of Desero. Flip on a second. Bozer has it. On to first. White has it. It's a double play. How about a 1-4-6-3 double play to end the inning scoreless, and a smile on the face of Pluta, who maintains a 5-run advantage as we head to the top of the 8th. Gatemen lead at 6-1 over the best team in the league, the Red Sox. We'll be back in a moment. 2 innings to go from Red Wilson on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Welcome into our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off in 2024. And our first guest, as we get to know you, is Tony Pluta, a right-handed pitcher out of Arizona. You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Tony. Well, you're from Chicago, so what brought you out west to Arizona?
So my recruiting coordinator at Arizona knew my high school coach really well and knows that whole area very well. So it's just kind of how I got connected with them.
Gotcha. So they reached out to you in high school. You told me you topped out at 95 in high school, so pretty easy to get noticed?
Yeah, that definitely helps. But, you know, going to all the tournaments and all that kind of thing helps.
Okay, well, on top of that, you've developed some accolades in your short career in college baseball so far. You were in the Northwoods last year, and then college ball treated you well in 2024. Your spring was pretty fun. How about that Pac-12 championship? What was that like?
It was amazing, especially being the last Pac-12 championship. It was an awesome feeling to win the last Pac-12 game ever.
Yeah, and then Brennan Summerhill, your Gatemen teammate, hit the walk-off. So is it cool to share that moment with your Summer teammate as well?
Oh yeah, it's great. Every moment with Summer is something special, so it's great to have a teammate like that.
Speaking of Summer, you've been to a lot of different baseball destinations. This is kind of your first one for an extended period of time out east. Where does Wareham rank all time?
It's pretty great. I mean, the Northwoods was definitely its own thing, but I love Wareham. It's a great spot to be.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We made it to home plate, so my final question for you, what's the goal this summer?
Just pitch well, throw strikes, and get guys out.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Kyle.
That's our first edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. We'll catch you guys next week. Back at Red Wilson Field as the Gatemen lead it 6-1. 1 run in the third, 1 in the fourth, a pair of runs on a Reese Chapman single in the fifth, and then Murph Gray cashed in with his second home run of the year in just as many games on a 2-run shot back in the seventh. Fourth arm coming out of the bullpen right now. It's Caleb Anderson, right-handed pitcher out of Johnston County Community College, but made the move to Wichita State this past year. We'll see what he has to offer against a tough part of the order. It's going to be Sam White, the leadoff hitter, to dig in as the Gatemen have poured in 10 hits against what's supposed to be the strongest pitching staff in the league, Jesse, but they've just attacked them today.
Yeah, I tell you what, 10 hits on the board, double digits. They jumped out early in the third, put something together in the fourth. Right here with Sam White was able to get that going as well with a RBI ground out. Take it right here, 6-1 lead, feeling comfortable into the top of the 8th.
So Sam White, the first one to face the fourth arm of the day for the Whitey Red Sox. Anderson, a 6.75 ERA and 4 games, a 2.2 innings pitched to his credit. Top 8, first pitch, and the lefty takes outside.
What do we think about Sam White here at a leadoff spot for the Gatemen today? A little bit of a switch up.
Yeah, it is definitely a switch up. Not your prototypical leadoff guy, but he gets on base, right? Because that one's low. 2-0 count.
He hit a little bit of leadoff spot for West Virginia this year, a ball club that had consecutive tournament berths since the 1960s. In Morgantown, West Virginia, he was able to be a part of that this year.
Called strike, 2-1 now to the lefty.
Had a fantastic year with the Mountaineers, and I got to talk to him on catching up with the Gatemen. That was a fun time, and got to dig into his mind as a hitter and how he sees things visually and writes things down in journals and really buys into everything he sees as a hitter, and he's a big feel guy.
2-2 is a fastball is poured in there at the knees. Yeah, Sam White in that Mountaineer yellow batting gloves too. He's got Bozer on deck, first batter of the 8th, and he taps that one foul. Bozer was taking a practice swing and nearly just hit the ball that was fouled in his direction.
Swing and a miss there by Bozer on deck.
Or did Bozer try and do that intentionally?
He saw it. Low through the zone, gets a practice swing there. A little front toss. He's standing extremely close to the plate here in the on-deck circle.
2-2 is an off-speed below the knees for ball 3, a full count.
That might even be a first for him as he looks back to the dugout and starts talking. As confused as we are behind this net, right behind him.
Who knows with this kid, right? Full count and the pitch to White. Breaking ball, a called strike 3. Snuck it in there, backdoor and a backwards K. 1 down, top 8.
Now batting for the University of South Florida.
Well, for a pitching staff that leads the league in strikeouts, they've only had 7 collected through now 7 1/3 innings pitched. Bobby Bozer now has a walk and a single, 1 for 3 today. And the first pitch, swing and a miss.
Early and often is the formula from Bobby Bozer. Big first pitch swing guy, loves to do it, loves to jump on it. It's been working for him lately. Tough out.
0-1, he goes down swinging on that fastball too. 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Anderson fights through an at-bat to get a strikeout on White, and now he has Bozer down 0-2 in the top of the 8th. The pitch, outside, ball 1. Murph Gray on deck, he just went yard. One-two deal on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him with a tight slider this time. Back-to-back strikeouts for Anderson to start his afternoon, and there's 2 down in the top of the 8th.
Third baseman number 24, Tristan Gray.
Anderson knocks down 2 of some of the best hitters in this lineup to start the inning.
And it doesn't get easier. Murph Gray. Back-to-back days with a homer. When you're hot, you're hot. And not all homers are made the same, as the first pitch is a called strike at the knees.
That was a ball that was seemingly well and off the plate. Looks like the umpire blinked, called it a strike there. For strike 1.
0-1 deal from Anderson. Swing and a line drive out to left, a bat flip with it, and he deposits his second home run of the afternoon into the trees.
Hasta la vista, baseball.
A solo shot, and the Gatemen add on another. It is 7-1. Murph Gray is red hot right now.
Murph Gray said, keep your strike zone. I'll put one in the trees to even out, and another home run. His third in 2 days, second consecutive homer of this ball game, and we have a 7-1 ball game here in the top of the 8th.
In a matter of 2 games, Murph Gray is now tied for the team lead in home runs. 3 to his ledger. 1 yesterday, 422 feet. He went yard just an inning ago, and now he smacks one over the left field fence for a solo shot.
Just got word on the distance on that one. Someone get the tape measure out. 436 feet.
My goodness.
Put that thing on a launch pad.
First pitch is a strike. 2 away, and Jace Reinhardt at the dish. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 422 feet yesterday. Just a little 362-foot liner to center for a home run last inning. And then he said, hold my beer, and hit it 438 feet. Are you kidding me?
A little something casual from Murph Gray.
Drop third. He went down swinging. The throw to first is secured for out number 3. But who cares about that? As a solo shot from Murph Gray makes it a 7-1 ball game. Bottom 8 next. 6 outs of offense left for the Red Sox, and they're down 6 as we go on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
I couldn't get out, so they stopped the game. Umpires actually had to peel me out of the fence. They had to pull the fence.
And an incredible guest for us today on the pod, in the words of the great Jason Stark, writer, broadcaster, and distinguished former major leaguer, Doug Glanville. Doug, it is terrific to have you on today.
So, any favorite ballparks that you visited while you were in the Cape?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you got to love Spillane Field with like the all dirt infield or whatever you had going there, the dirt. Let me see. Well, I didn't like Bourne because one time I slid for a ball. I was doing that cool move where the ball's up against the fence and you slide around it and then pop up and throw. And then I slid and went through the fence. So my leg got caught in the fence and I couldn't do it. I had to roll the ball to the right fielder and I couldn't get out. So they stopped the game. Umpires actually had to peel me out of the fence and to pull the fence.
Oh my God.
So that wasn't a good memory. So Bourne, the fog always rolled in there.
Seven 7-1 good guys as we head to the bottom of the 8th on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. The Gatemen have sprinkled runs throughout this ball game, and they've also trickled in a couple of homers, both to the credit of Murph Gray, who's got 3 in his past 2 games. That kid is red hot, and this time it was a solo shot in the top of the 8th to extend their advantage over the best team in the league, the YD Red Sox. Jesse, we are just having a fun trip to Yarmouth-Dennis right now.
Hey, I'm not saying it's us, but I think it's us. Murph Gray, 3 home runs. We've had the pleasure to witness them both from a primetime spot with our own eyes. And boy, does he give a baseball a ride. First pitch fastball, whatever that was, wasn't close to the plate in my opinion. Umpire said otherwise. Murph Gray stepped back in, said, yeah, that's fine. Keep your strike zone. I'll get even with the next one and put it over the scoreboard into the trees and give it a little ride.
So among the performance of a guy who's been with the Gatemen since day one, we now toss it to another new arrival out of the bullpen. For his debut as a Gateman, it's Zane Coppersmith, a right-handed pitcher out of Stetson University. First pitch to the righty at the dish. It's fouled off. 9-1-2 due up for the Red Sox, who have just 4 hits today. It's Cameron Kim at the dish, 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts to the shortstop. Coppersmith, 29 2/3 to his credit, a 1.82 ERA this past year. And the 0-1 deal on the way. At the knees, it's a ball.
Yeah, Coppersmith, once again, another guy on the mound here from Stetson that I got to watch a little bit this year as well, was the nut and bolts and the glue for Stetson that was a ASUN winner.
1-1, a liner to center field. It's smoked, but reaching up and making the catch is Reinhardt, allowed out number 1.
3-pitch out there from Coppersmith, who is pitching to a teammate, a fellow Hatter, in Gio Cueto behind the plate. Hatter to Hatter love right there, getting worked early.
So now it's to the top of the order. Drew Burris, he's 0 for 3.
Yeah,
Pitchers are just
Coppersmith
dealing today.
Yeah, like Coppersmith, like I said, was an integral part of that conference ASUN championship from the Stetson Hatters.
Upstairs, ball 1.
And was the guy that they went to quite often. Jupiter, Florida native. Got to talk to him yesterday a little bit. Loves to fish. Big offshore fisherman.
1-0 is swung on and skied. This one pretty deep out to left center. Reinhardt looking up at the wall, and he makes the catch.
Fishing for back-to-back outs there, making quick work here in the top of the 8th.
Center field, it's tough to keep balls in the ballpark out there. Just 350 straight away.
Yeah, and when you can take... You're having a good day, you know, if your bullpen can take Drew Burris and have 3 pop-outs in a day.
That's a pretty darn good day.
As good as he swung the bat in 2024 with the Georgia Tech Jackets, I'll take that's a good outing.
We'll make it 4 pop outs, too. The first pitch is swung on and lined into left, a 2-out single for R.J. Austin, who's pretty much powering the entirety of a lack thereof offense for YD. He's got 3 hits today, a single, a double, and now another single.
Austin with 3 of YD's 5 hits on the day. He can hit, he can catch, he can run. Sounds like he can do it all. But loving what I'm seeing from him out of the Vanderbilt Commodore.
So with 2 outs, bottom 8, Gatemen lead it by 6. It's a 7-1 score. Runner on first and Vahiva Aloy at the dish. And he twirls a curveball in there for a strike. Aloy 1 for 3.
Down 7-1 here. Wouldn't hurt to see RJ use his wheels. Wouldn't be surprised, down by 6 runs. But wouldn't be surprised to see him take off and try to get second base and get a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs.
Next pitch framed on the outside edge. 0-2 now. Coppersmith looking for a quick first inning as a Gateman. Peeks over to first. Sets on the first base side of the rubber and deals, and 0-2 is fouled off.
Coppersmith, just 9 pitches in this inning, 7 strikes.
0-2 deal, and it's rolled foul.
Make that 8 strikes. Going to work quick here. 0-2 count.
This kid knows how to deal. He's missed 2 years of college baseball due to injury. One a medical red shirt, the other one very, very abbreviated in his debut. He only threw 2 innings as a freshman. Toss over to first, not in time, but then he finally, as a redshirt sophomore, got to tap into some play in 2022 with Stetson.
Yeah,
and then 2024.
Ate up just almost a little under 30 innings, notching 34 strikeouts. Just 18 walks.
Swinging a chopper up the middle. It's softly hit, a backhand grab, and a nice play by Desero across his body and in time to first. The second baseman flashing the leather. Everything's clicking for the Gatemen right now. 1 left on base on a knock from R.J. Austin. So we send it to the top of the 9th. Gatemen's last chance to add to a 6-run advantage here at Red Wilson Field on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Jesse Simmons.
I'm Sam White.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. All right. Mr. Sam White.
Yes, sir.
West Virginia Mountaineers catcher infielder. It's good to have you today. Thank you for jumping on with me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And so you had the chance to play for the Canadian Junior National Team.
I did.
Tell me a little bit about that and, being able to represent your country and where your hometown, not only in your country, but now in the U.S. at a Power 5 school and here in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest honor I've ever had. I mean, representing Canada, I played Team USA, played Team Japan, Chinese Taipei, all that stuff. And I mean, that's the biggest honor you can have. I mean, every rep that I put in, that was basically for my country.
Hockey.
Yes.
Was that your first love before baseball? You got drafted at one point, had a chance to maybe take a pro hockey career and go that way, but now you're at baseball. What was that like? And give me a little something about that hockey.
Yeah, I mean, hockey, that's where I met kind of my lifelong friends. I mean,
yeah,
obviously growing up in Canada, hockey is the sport that everyone plays. It was my first love. I mean, I started playing when I was 5 or 6 years old, a couple years before I started playing baseball. And yeah, up until I was probably 13 or 14 years old, I was gonna go to the NHL, and that's what that's what I would tell myself.
Top 9 from Red Wilson Field, the Gatemen's first visit to the best team in the league, the 13-5 Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox. And they lead it 7-1 on 11 hits today. First pitch is outside. At the dish right now, it's the left-handed bat of Reese Chapman. He cashed in on a 2-spot back in the 5th inning, an RBI single. Pair of hits for him today, swing and a miss, 1-1. Right now, second inning of relief for Caleb Anderson. Kyle Marchak with Jesse Simmons on just a great visit to a nice little Cape ballpark here, Red Wilson Field. 1-1.
Yeah, this has got to be, I'd say, on the nicer half of the parks we've visited this year.
Backdoor slider misses, 2-1. All right, let's rank
On
them.
the Cape League. All right, well, I haven't been to Falmouth yet. I haven't been to Brewster.
You're not missing much at Falmouth.
I haven't been there yet. But you know what I was really impressed with was Katuitt.
Katuitt.
I like their field, man.
2-1 a called strike, 2-2 to Chapman, the lefty.
I like how the trees and the greenery just engulf the ballpark there. New grandstands. It gives you a very homey feel. Like you're really tucked in there, and it feels like almost like App State, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You know, you get wrapped in there, and you can hear everything there. It's quiet, just the sound of crack of the bats
That
from
pitch
wood
is
bats
low.
and pop of the glove.
Full count, first batter, top 9.
It's hard not to like that, but I'm going to go Katuitt 1.
Okay.
Hyannis was different. Not bad.
Were
Hilly,
you
kind
there
of
for
hard
the
to park
Chatham
and get
game?
there. Chatham is definitely 2.
Yeah.
Chatham's definitely 2.
I'd say
Yeah.
it's tough not to choose it as number 1.
That was my
But to each their
first
own.
road game.
3-2, and it's a foul tip straight back. Chapman staying alive. Well, right now I'm loving Red Wilson Field just because the Gatemen have been dominating today against the best team in the league. 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 7th. That was a Murph Gray moonshot that came afterward in the 8th. A solo shot. He has 2 home runs today. 3-2 to Chapman. It is low. Chapman on base for the 3rd time today. It's his first walk.
Call that a quab right there in the baseball world. 3-2 count, fouls the ball off, takes another ball in the dirt for a walk. Chapman already has 2 hits on the day in his debut with the Gatemen. Works a walk right there. Love to see it right here if you're Coach Mobbs as a new hitter plugging in this lineup.
Johan Desiro's turn. On deck, replacing Summerhill, who did replace Turner. They've got a pinch hitter due up. Michael Lippy coming in. But for now, it's Desiro's AB. First pitch to the lefty. The Stetson Hatter fouls one off on a bunt attempt.
A lot of Hatters on the field now with
a ton.
The last out of the inning coming off the glove of Coppersmith to Desiro as he charged in and got the out. Hatter to Hatter. Filling in here late in the ball game.
No balls, 1 strike, and Chapman on first. Top 9, Gatemen lead it 7-1. And the pitch. Anderson spikes it in the dirt. 1-1 count. So Smythe getting everyone in for ABs. Summerhill pinch hit for Turner, and now Lippy will pinch hit.
Desiro having a 2-for-3 game on the day with a walk.
1-1 count. Anderson kicks and fires, and an off speeds outside, ball 2.
Just goes to show, like we have been saying all game, how deep this lineup is with Desiro at a crisp 324 average in the 6 hole. 2-for-3 on the day, not bad at all.
2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
It's getting darker and darker here at Red Wilson Field.
Man, this is a 5 p.m.er. We're 2.5 hours into it, almost exactly. 2-2 on the way. He chases a pitch in the dirt for strike 3. Forward-facing K, there's 1 down, top 9.
Now batting from the University of Louisville.
Feels a little bit like last night. We had some mist and a little bit of fog rolling in towards the back end of that game. That made it almost feel like an aura was there for Murph Gray to hit that explosion of a home run there in the top of the 9th. Feels a little similar here.
First pitch, a swing and a miss for Michael Lippy, who will pinch hit here. Right-handed bat out of Louisville.
On deck, Nate Early has 2-for-3 on the day, but the hardest thing he's faced today is probably that donut on the on-deck circle.
He has had some struggles with that today. Here's the 0-1. And the pitch to Lippy is upstairs. Back pick over to first is not in time. Chapman got there with a walk to lead off the inning. He stays there with 1 away. Yeah, a couple of times now. Probably the most muscular guy on this team
I
has struggled
agree.
with that donut stuck to his bat.
We have the chance to
But
see
that
it
happens.
right behind our hitters here at Red Wilson Field, and I actually watched him walk over
0-2 is down low, ball
to the
1.
brick backstop last at bat, and took his bat on the top of the brick wall right here and hit his bat on the top to get the donut off because he couldn't figure it out. And I tell you, it's one of those awkward situations there. You got to focus and lock in, but I've
the
been there a
pine
couple
tar.
times, and it's a little embarrassing.
1-2 with 1 away and a huge swing and a miss for Lippy, who is down on strikes, 2 away. But Early's been hitting the heck out of the ball. pair of doubles today. He's 2 for 3.
Designated hitter number 2.
Yeah, if a donut on the bat weight, we call it, donut. We call it's a bat weight, but usually call it a donut. If that's what's giving you the most problem at the ballpark today, I say you're well off.
Yeah, you're having a good day. 2 away, a runner on first, and the pitch down low. So the fog rolling in on what started as a hot and humid day at Red Wilson Field. The Gatemen's first visit to the Red Sox, who lead the East and lead the league at 13-5. And the Gatemen lead it 7-1. Fastball at the knees, in there for a strike. And they've done everything today. They've held a so-so offense to just 5 hits and 1 run so far. And then the offense for the Gatemen, best in the league, 11 hits today, 1-1 deal. And that's ball 2 upstairs.
Only adding to their fantastic hot mid-half of the year so far with the way they've been slashing the baseball lately and padding these stats here at Wilson Field.
2 balls, 1 strike. Anderson's second inning of relief. He kicks and fires, and that one's flared foul. Gio Cueto's been a part of the fun today. He stands on deck. Shaved his beard a couple days ago, and now he's hitting.
I kind of enjoyed the goatee, but hey, if it's hot, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
2-2, a swing and a miss. And down on strikes is early. But the Gatemen were the ones that scored early so far today. So they work into the bottom of the 9th with a 7-1 advantage, going for a big win. It would be their second one in a row and their first one on their first visit to Red Wilson Field. We'll be back in a moment. 3 outs to go on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV. Welcome into our second edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. I'm Kyle Marchak, joined by an infielder for the Wareham Gatemen, Antonio Jimenez. You ready to roll?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Well, your new commitment. You're going to UCF now. How did that commitment come about?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to go somewhere where basically I had a good relationship with the coach, and it's always nice to stay home near my family. It's only like 3 hours away, so I felt like I had a good connection with the coach. Just wanted like a nice fresh start, and I'm just super excited for the new opportunity.
Well, we've got Mike Mobbs over there, barefoot, mowing the lawn right now. You said he's a very down-to-earth guy. He's the hitting coach for the Gatemen. Is he a part of why you went to Wareham, too?
Yes, for sure. I mean, once I got the call up here, one of my guys, Dorian Gonzalez, that played for here last year, he said, Dan, you need to go up to Wareham, and they're going to get you a lot better. Ever since I've been here, I mean, he's literally mowing the lawn right now, barefoot.
Yeah, could we get a shot of that real quick? Look at him. Inspirational.
He just leads by example, and I can't ask for a better coach. Like, he's taught us everything that we know, and like he literally just wants us to win, and we're all just bought in on winning. And
yeah. Well, it must be working. You're on a 7-game on-base streak right now. So how have the coaches developed you as a hitter?
Yeah, man. They just told me to just be have a better approach. I feel like I'm getting better out here every single day, getting more comfortable with them.
Let's wrap it up with this. The end goal. What do we need to know about Antonio Jimenez going forward?
Antonio Jimenez, I mean, just being the same guy every single day, getting better, like not only as a player but as a person. Right now, my focus is on today. We have a big game today. We're trying to build off that momentum from last game, bring it on to this game against Bourne, so we're just super excited to play.
We'll catch you guys in our next edition of the Wareham Walk-Off. Another inning, another new arm on the bump, and this time looking for a win against the best team in the league in the Gatemen's first visit to the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox in 2024. Making his Gateman debut in this inning in the bottom of the 9th, up 7-1 over the Red Sox. It's Matthew Maloney, formerly out of UNLV, the righty, due to go to Point Loma Nazarene. He had a good year this past season with a 3.35 ERA and 24 appearances. And, well, not too much to worry about here, Jesse. They're up 6.
Yeah, a Division II pitcher here. Love to see the D2 boys out there. I like to say D2 lives matter, as I am a former Division II baseball player as well. I can definitely feel for those guys out there. It's good to see him out there committed to a very good Division II program in Point Loma out there in San Diego, California. I'd love to see what we got here from Maloney.
Well, the Gatemen have sprinkled 1 spots throughout the game pretty evenly, except for a 2 spot on a 2 RBI knock from another debuter in Reese Chapman, the left-handed bat out of Tennessee, back in the 5th. And then a 2-run bomb from Murph Gray in the 7th, not to mention his solo shot the following inning. So Murph Gray and Reese Chapman really the ones getting the job done today in an 11-hit, 7-run outing offensively. But now it's about the defense. Matthew Maloney will take over, and he looks for 3 outs to secure a W in the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, on the flip side of that, Griffin O'Connor, wonderful debut, 5 2/3, giving up just 1 hit over 3 hits in those 5 innings. And, toss it over to Tony Paluda out of Arizona, who has been absolutely shut down, preserves a 0 flat ERA through just over an inning, giving up just 1 hit, turns it over to Coppersmith, making his debut as well. And now we look to Maloney.
First pitch, it's fouled off. The left-handed bat of Anthony Martinez, the cleanup hitter, at the dish. And today, he's hapless in 2 tries, a line out and a ground out, as well as a walk. Maloney ahead 0-1 in his debut as a Gateman. And the first offer. Check swing, he did not go around. In these 2 teams' first meeting, it was their 7th game of the year. Both squads were second in their division, and both looked like they had upward trajectories in a 5-3 rainout win by the Gatemen in 6 innings. 1-1 deal to Martinez. It runs inside and hits him. First runner gets aboard.
Yeah, that was the game right before I got to join this ball club, as I was in Omaha still with the Gators, and saw a couple of pictures and videos. It looked like it was a monsoon here, and the Gatemen got the win.
Yeah, the rain came in, and it was a rain-shortened victory. They're only one at that this year, as they won it by a final score of 5-3 in 6 innings against the Red Sox. So that left question marks. How good are these teams through a full 9 innings? Well, here we are, bottom of the 9th. 2 of the best teams in the league, the 13-5 Red Sox, best record in the Cape, and the best in the West, the Wareham Gatemen, at 12-5-1. And the Gatemen lead it 7-1. Runner at first, no outs, and here's Ethan Petrie. He watches a first pitch fastball below the zone. 1 ball and no strikes, second batter of the frame.
Maloney looking to find the zone here early in his debut. Division I baseball describes Maloney's pitch repertoire as a confusion-making cutter.
That one, a check swing and a slider low. He didn't go. No, he did. Pardon me. 1-1.
Yeah, a confusion-making cutter and a devastating knuckle curve right there. So a lot of breaking balls in the mix. Loves to mix his zone, walk around it, pitch around hitters, and locate early.
1-1 is spiked in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. So as the fog thickens, we hope to see the Gatemen emerge as the winners in this contest. On a day that started partly cloudy, very sunny, and humid, and now it's become an overcast on a 5 p.m. first pitch. The 2-1 is fouled straight back. But a nice, lightless field. Red Wilson, not too bad at all, but not high up in your rankings, you said?
I mean, I'm a fan of it. I'd say it's on the better half. No lights. It feels a little open here. It's a little windy. I'm not the biggest fan of a lightless field, but nevertheless, it's nice. The donut burger I got to indulge in after your Gatemen grubs earlier in the game.
Ethan Petrie is getting looked at right now. Well, pardon me, it's a different batter coming in to pinch hit. Jackson Chirello, relatively new addition to this lineup.
Yeah, Chirello.
Just his 4th game with him.
With Kennesaw State out of the A-Sun Conference.
He's
They had
getting
a good
looked at
ball
right
club
now.
this year.
He did something to his hand, and he's fixing his batting glove right now. And now Scott Pickler, the field manager, and the trainer are both out of the dugout having a chat. And now he's conversing with the third base coach. Well, this is a way to postpone what could be a 7-1 Gatemen victory. And now Chirello will dig back in.
I actually had a fedora phase in 6'3".
Left-handed bat out of Kennesaw State. Man, they've got a lot of those.
Seems like it. Stetson and Kennesaw, the A-Sun, filling this both lineups and scattered across the field here on this Sunday afternoon.
Chirello, a 290 hitter, 2-2 pitch to him, and he just gets a piece of it again.
As it starts to get a little bit darker here, Kyle.
It does get dark here quick with that overcast.
What do you do if the game is drawing on? Say, we have a 10 inning limit here on the Cape Cod. baseball league. But say you get that far and it's getting a little too dark.
The 2-2's fouled off again. So
what do they do?
With weather impending, which is what we saw the last time these two teams met, as long as you get past 5 innings, they can call it a full contest. If not, I'm not sure what happens. But we're past the 5-inning limit. So, hey, if it starts pouring right now,
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the deal. Upstairs, full count.
Good count here working by Chirello. Not giving up here, down 6 runs with no outs here in the top of the 9th.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, and a runner on first. A hit by pitch then. And the 3-2 is swung on and golfed to good distance out in left center. Ranging back at the wall, it is out of here. 2-run shot to start off the bottom of the 9th. Just like that, it's a 4-run ball game as Chirello cashes in.
Now, don't just count the Red Sox out just yet. As just a few nights ago, they were down 2-1 to the Orleans Firebirds and stormed back to win 12-2. Hopefully we don't see that come into play tonight, but a team like this with a lineup so deep and stacked, you can never count them out, no matter all the way down to the last inning, the last strike. Make sure you pat this thing down as Coach Rick Luxus, the pitching coach, will take a visit to Maloney on the mound with no outs here in a 7-3 ball game now on the top of the 9th, bottom of the 9th.
Inauspicious debut for Maloney, but he is working with what was a 6-run advantage, now down to 4 as a 2-run shot for Chirello. It's his first home run of the year. But as a pitcher in this conversation right now, do you just kind of reset? I mean, the bases are empty. There's no outs. It's like nothing ever happened.
I mean, yeah, right there. It's maybe just a struggle. I don't know when the last time he threw before arriving here in the Cape over the summer, but you know, if I'm him, I just let's just get out of this inning. Let's just finish off. Let's do what you got to do. Settle down and let's work out of here.
All right, now the meeting is broken up on the mound by Jeff Merzel. Eric Luxus will amble back to the dugout, and a 2-run shot from Chirello makes it a 4-run ball game. 11-6 in the hits column in favor of the Gatemen, who have still completely out-hit this YD Red Sox offense. But they make it interesting. And that pitch is popped up sky high, behind home plate, and a foul ball.
Give the kids here something to chase after as the kids scatter and swarm over that foul ball right behind us. And an 0-1 count to Carmichael.
0-1 deal to Carmichael, and a slider over for a strike. Now, this is funny. Maloney is so new to the roster that the Cape League website doesn't even have his profile set up yet. Number 39 for the Gatemen. 0-2 is on the way. Swinging a grounder to the right side. Behind it, Desero. He gobbles it up, tosses to first sidearm, and in time for out number 1.
His profile might not be set up yet, but he was able to notch his first out here in the Cape League for the Gatemen and inch 2 outs closer to a very significant and crucial win for the Gatemen here.
2 outs to work with now. Gatemen lead it 7-3. Base is empty, and Gavin Gallagher steps up. He's 0 for 3. And that one is upstairs. Righty on righty as the fog thickens, the sun sets, and this game is coming closer and closer to a conclusion. But Chirello with a 2-run shot makes it interesting in this ball game. 1-0 deal to Gallagher, and he fists one foul to the right side. A foul ball for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away, bottom of the 9th. Maloney set. He kicks and deals. And it is upstairs. And the deal. Check swing, he went around. 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Maloney ready, and the 2-2. Pushed upstairs, full count. Full count, and the deal just outside. So he reaches base.
One out walk here, not the worst thing ever happened. You set up a double play now. Double play depth for Brewster and Desiro up the middle. As Maloney turns and signals to Desiro if a comebacker does occur to the pitcher.
And they're going to have another pinch hitter here. Will Tippett will come in for Brady Neal, whose day is done. Right-handed bat, an infielder out of South Carolina. Tippett this year, this is just his 10th game, a 188 average in a small sample size. But he's got a runner on first, and the Gatemen lead it by 4. 7-3, 1 down, and Maloney kicks and deals. Upstairs for ball 1.
Not bad. They're just edging the top of the zone there for a ball and a 1-0 count. As Maloney will look to come back and even the count here, or perhaps maybe even turn into a double play.
1-0, same spot, ball 2. You know, with each new pitcher that comes in the game, especially a day like this with new arrivals and new arms, debuts, the pace can change. Maloney, a guy who works with all the time he can, and the 2-0 deal poured in there for strike 1.
On the flip side here, Tippett, just 16 at-bats here for the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox, and 3 hits out of those 16 at-bats. A double to his name under his belt, 8 strikeouts on the season.
2-1, showing bunt and pulling away. That one is down low for ball 3.
Right here from Maloney, you know, Tippett's got a $188 average right now. I'm pitching to contact right here, looking for some kind of ball on the ground, and you let your defense work and get out of this ball game.
3-1 on the way. It's upstairs for ball 4. All right, this game's getting interesting now. Gatemen entered this frame up 6. And now the tying run is on deck as Cameron Kim will step up with 2 runners on. And the Gatemen down or up 7-3 over YD. And here comes Eric Luxus. You think this is Maloney's day? It must be, right?
I think this is it right here. Not messing around. If I'm Luxus and this pitching staff, you want to be able to get out of this game with a dominant and still handled win, as indeed Maloney's day will be done after just a few batters faced here in the bottom of the 9th.
All right, Maloney leaves 2 on base after a 2-run homer to start the 9th from Chirello, who came in to pinch hit and deposited his first home run of the year to make it a 4-run ball game. Pitching change. We'll be back in a moment to see who tries to finish this one off as the Gatemen lead the Red Sox 7-3 with 1 down, bottom 9 on the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Bottom 9, 1 away. Matthew Maloney's day is done as he leaves 2 runners on after depositing a 2-run home run into center field off the bat of Torello. So this game has become interesting. We enter the 9th up 7-1, and now the Gatemen visiting the Red Sox are just up by 4. It's a 7-3 score, and the new pitcher reactivated on the roster, it's Sam Meddard. Good arm to go with here to finish off this ball game, Jesse.
Yeah, Sam Meddard, the long-haired right-hander, is making his, re-debut, if you want to call it, for the Gatemen. Our 4th new debut arm for this pitching staff today. Reps a 1.35 ERA. Just a little 6 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 1 run, 7 strikeouts on 3 walks. Looks to dig back in here and put his name back in the books for the Gatemen.
So the tall righty out of St. John's has first and second occupied with 1 away. And Cameron Kim, the 9-hole hitter at the dish. He's hitless in 3 tries, and the first pitch is right in there for a strike. The cloud cover thickening. An intentionally placed early first pitch at a lightless Red Wilson Field. Nearly 3 hours into this contest, and it's getting gray here as the 0-1 is kicked and dealt. Swinging a chopper left side. This could be it. Bozer has it flipped to second in time. Desero on to first. You bet. 6-4-3 double play on 2 pitches. Meddard gets 2 outs and secures a huge win. Coming into this contest, the Gatemen asked themselves, can we beat the best team in the league? And we found out our answer. The best in the West stand alone and might be the best in the league. 7-3 your final score. And tonight, Jesse, it was really the bat of Murph Gray that did it.
I tell you what, 2 for 5 and 2 blasts from Murph Gray. 3 home runs in just 2 games consecutive. Exactly what you want as a spark here in the 3-hole from the Gatemen. Not much more of a day you can ask for as the Gatemen notched 11 hits to YD's 6. 1, and each of them matched with 1 error apiece, but doesn't matter in a dominant 7-3 win.
And how about Griffin O'Connor today? He's one of many that made a debut for the Gatemen midway through the season tonight, and he really got the job done in the bump.
Yeah, one of many pitchers who were able to make their debut for the Gatemen today as O'Connor tosses 5 2/3, just giving up 1 hit on a run, and only was low on the strikeouts today, just 2, but was able to locate his fastball very early in the count to be able to make his slider and curveball look way more up in velocity, and was very consistent. Not much more you can ask, and toss it to Tony Paluta, who preserves his 0 flat ERA, was another fantastic arm on the mound. Toss it to Zane Coppersmith making his debut. Maloney, a little bit of a rocky start there, but was able to patch it up there with Sam Meddard making his re-debut back again for the Gatemen. All you can ask for, and a wonderful ball game to send a statement to the league that the Gatemen are here and the Gatemen are dominant.
Well, the Gatemen move on to 13-5-1, while the YD Red Sox are 13-6. 2 of the best records in the league, and quite the performance from the Gatemen, who really make a statement tonight. So 11 hits for the offense, 4 of which the extra base variety. They continue to lead the league in that category. It was a fun one today, although Ethan Eibe wasn't with us. We'll see him soon. Get well soon, buddy. We love you as he rests up, and we'll have him back soon enough. But Jesse, it was a pleasure sharing this ball game with you today.
I tell you what, as the sun draws down, you have been fantastic, and you're not putting me to sleep. All you do is keep me alive here as we draw into the night, and a wonderful game out here at Red Wilson Field.
The same can be said for you as well. And of course, Amanda Foster, her last game as a journalist for the Gatemen today. So Amanda, we love you. You have knocked it out of the park for us in these past 1.5 seasons. But for our entire crew, including Ethan Eibe, Jesse Simmons, our producers Allison DeWitt and Joseph Patrick Henry, our sideline reporter Madison Walker, our best friend and journalist Amanda Foster, I'm saying so long from Red Wilson Field. I'm Kyle Marchak. We'll catch you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Or no, it's an off day, of course. So we'll catch you guys in a couple of days. We're going to have some fun until then. Make sure to stay posted on all the social media. 7-3 the final score. The Gatemen win it and are still atop the West. And the Gatemen Baseball Network, powered by Cape League TV.